Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people in here. Sorry for not looking over at the chat as I'm typing my poll question. All right, I see Rich here, then Frank, Jason King, Haley. Yeah, Jason, you're on early tonight. I am myself on here a couple minutes early. Hi, Jesse, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday? I feel like I've been losing track of my days. Happy Wednesday. All right, Jason, I am gonna be making some lentil soup to start off with. And then for those of you who were here at the Monday live stream this week, there was a guy in here in the chat named Samuel, I think, and I was making brownies. I was hopeful for an oven miracle. It's a recipe I had never tried before, and they were terrible. So I am doing a second attempt at brownies because I really was craving them on Monday. But I took them out of the oven, I let them cool. They were super greasy, super kind of slimy. I was like, I don't know what happened with this recipe, but I am trying this again. So I'm making lentil soup to start off with, and then brownies as the second thing. Remember me on the Super Bowl video? I don't know if I made one, but I did do a live stream called that. But I do remember your username, OJ Hoops. Jesse says it's snowing. I'm so happy for you. It was snowing for me a little bit earlier today. Frank had a meatball pizza today. Sounds delicious. Big storm rolling through Ontario now from Texas. Wow. Hi, Yabba Dabba Doo. Hi, Ayush. I'm doing well. Hi, Paul. And Zara is here. I'm doing well, Zara. How are you doing? I'm gonna get my poll question typed in here super quickly, so just give me a second. Aldi. Rick. Chopin. I'm seeing more comments over out of the corner of my eye. Hi, Megan. I'm doing well. I've only been on here for 3 minutes, so my night is going well so far. I got out for a walk earlier today, which was nice. Hi, Andre Luis Grigas Baptista. Big L 91 is asking the magical kind of brownies. No, these are just your standard chocolate brownies that I'll be making. Oh no, Zara, I'm sorry you can't sleep. That is tough. I don't know how to help you, unfortunately. Hi, Victoria Velasquez. Hi, Padol. Do you still have your Christmas tree up? Yes, I do. I do, yabba dabba do. I leave my Christmas tree up until basically the last snow melts, which is a very long time here in Minnesota. Okay. Almost done with the poll question, and then I will post it for you so you guys can vote. I've got the options written down here. Amadeus Mozart. Okay. Frederick Chopin, Johann Bach. Okay, boom. Try and guess my favorite classical composer. I love them all, but one of them reigns supreme for me. All right, so who did I miss in here? I see B here, I see Ernest. Hi, John Opar. Thank you, Zara. I'm glad I made your evening. Hi, Connor. Can you shout out? Yeah, okay, hi, Connor. Hi, Connor Kenyon. WCW, I don't know what that means. B. When I have trouble sleeping, I drink warm milk. What I do when I have trouble sleeping is I will like kind of get up, move around a bit, just kind of for like a change of pace. And then I'll usually read to kind of get my eyes tired, and then maybe have a bowl of cereal or just like a light bite before trying to go to sleep again. I'm gonna move this stand just a little bit so it's pointed more toward my kitchen, less so on my entryway. Okay, so DJ Charlie and Nevea Baldwin. All right, I see Axel in here. I had a good day, John. How about you? Hi, I read a book. Which one did you read, Madeline? Let's see here. Women Crush Wednesday. You don't remember people doing that online years ago? I do not remember that at all. Was that like on, what social media platform was that on? Because that is not familiar to me in the least. Women Crush Wednesday. It's cute, but I've never heard of it. How did your brownies turn out? They turned out terribly. I am trying again tonight. Hi, Tony. I was gonna meet up group virtual and quiz social, and everyone was talking about love, happiness, time, things for the weekend. My friend is having a hard time. Oh, shoot. Let's see here. Hi, Rod. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Hi, Avery Anderson. We've got, oh, Facebook. Maybe I'm too young. I mean, I feel like Facebook is dead. Like, I just don't go on Facebook anymore. I feel like it's just become a really toxic, like, reposting. I'm like, who uses, like, Gen Z does not use Facebook. I feel like younger end millennials, like I'm closer, I'm on the younger end of millennials. Like I've just stopped using Facebook. It's just like not fun. I don't like the interface. It feels kind of dated. Ugh, yeah, no, I much prefer YouTube and TikTok. Hi, Michaela Crab. I think I missed someone. Boo Boo is here. Hi, Nito. Yeah, don't ever remember Women Crush Wednesday. That is news to me, Megan. Everything's set up to see you live. Just ate one Valentine's Day chocolate as that day is approaching. Very nice, Tony. Samuel is here, and Samuel, I'm here to say that you were right. The brownies, I let them cool. I tried some and they were terrible. They weren't even like cement. They weren't like really solid. They were actually so greasy and nasty in inconsistency. I don't know what happened. I followed the recipe. I double checked all my measurements and they were terrible. So they did end up in the trash, even though I said I was not going to put them in the trash. They were just so terrible that I was like, I'm doing this over. I am just so annoyed with how these turned out. I'm gonna eat like proper brownies, so I decided I would redo the brownies tonight. Hi Michaela, hi Holly, hi Cody, Nito, I'm 31. I set my alarm just to watch your live stream. That's so cute. You don't have to set an alarm though. You can also just turn on your notification settings. There's a little bell icon you can find either on my YouTube channel page or like under my videos that I post. So you'll get notifications anytime that I go live or post a video or short. Hi Goob. Don't try the brownies in Amsterdam or here. I mean, we've got like marijuana's fully legal here in Minnesota. So yeah, just you can find it everywhere. It was a thing in like 2016 to 2018. Okay, that makes sense. I was not in the United States during that time. Okay. Haha, I am just happy you didn't ingest them. Actually, Samuel, I did. Like once they had cooled off, I kind of peeled off a little bit from the outer edges because it was like the crustier part and not as gooey. But it's just like the amount of grease that was gathered on the top and on the sides of the brownies. I was like, I just can't eat something this greasy. So I just scrapped them entirely and decided I was gonna do a redo. Hi, Crazy Sick Wine, welcome back. Shout out to your mods. I don't think I saw a mod in here yet. Maybe I missed them. Hi, MK. Hi, Crazy Barber. That's a fun username. I'm gonna get started rinsing off these lentils. So I'm on a mission to use up all the groceries that I've got so far. So I'm gonna be using these split yellow peas, and then I also have a few red lentils that I'll be using. So here is, it just says yellow splits, but they're actually yellow split peas. It says on the bottom, and I know it's backwards for you. One day it'll be fixed, but I don't know when. And then I've got this masoor dal, otherwise known as red lentils. This is an Indian product, but you can eat lentils all over the world, of course. Where were you? Became before you came to the States? So I was born and raised here, but I spent a lot of time living overseas. Will you reveal your answer to the poll? I reveal it at the 1 hour mark, so that's gonna be another 50 minutes from now, so you're gonna have to wait and see what the answer is, because I like to give people a chance to vote. All right, so let's get started with these lentils. Oh, Damir is here. Hi, Damir Bielich. How is everything in Croatia? Thank you, Crazy Sick Wine. What are we making? Invictus. I'm making some yellow lentil soup to start off with. And I'm just throwing in just a few red lentils, because I'm just kind of on this personal challenge of using up all of the food, like literally as though like we were in zombie apocalypse mode and you couldn't go outside and you had to make do with whatever food items you have at home. I'm like, let's just challenge myself, or say like I like had $0 in my bank account between now and like the next 2 weeks, and it's like, could I just make it work on all of the food items that I have here in my home? So I'm really trying to use up what I have instead of just like buying when I feel like it. If I don't feel like using any of my groceries that I currently have. I think it's a fun challenge because I like using things that you spend money on. No way, Rod, you're kidding me. Rod, where did it happen? Wow, I missed that news. We've had a plane crash in Philadelphia. We had one in, what was the other place? I'm losing track. But that's very scary. How many likes did you end up with? Oh my goodness. Stan Ferris, I ended up with 422 likes on Monday's live stream. It was absolutely insane, you guys. We're gonna call it Magical Monday, because that Monday live stream was, I have not experienced a live stream like that in my history of doing live streams. It was really exciting to see. Joseph Venegas is asking acai bowl. I'm not making an acai bowl tonight. Hi, Nathaniel Hemphill. Yes, Megan says, that's interesting. I need to do that too, cleaning out the pantry while using everything. Yes, it's kind of like, it really is fun to see what you can make. And this is also an opportunity I use to make use of ChatGPT, where you can just punch in like, hey, ChatGPT, I have some garlic, I've got lentils, I've got some vegan butter sitting around, I've got a few like herbs and spices and maybe like a zucchini or a potato. Like, what can I do with all of these ingredients? Just type them into ChatGPT and see what it gives you for the recipe, because I feel like it's such a great tool for helping you come up with ideas when you're kind of stuck. That's how I use it. Happy Life is here, one of my mods. Hi, Happy Life. Good to see you. Let's see, what country will the dish be from? This doesn't really have like a home country. I feel like so many people eat lentils around the world. Oh no, it happened in San Diego. Man, it's really concerning, Rod, because like I'm gonna be flying on a trip in like 2.5 months, and all of these aviation issues have me like watching stuff with a little more paranoia, because it's just like, I can't remember this many plane crashes or plane disasters happening this quickly in succession. Hi King 3, hi Jessen, Davey Guest Mozart, OG Devon. I'm making some lentil soup. These are the uncooked lentils that I'll be using. I'm gonna rinse them off right now. Hi, Doughy the Dough Man. What does your shirt say? My shirt says, Stay Wild, Minnesota. So this is another Minnesota shirt. I love Minnesota, that's where I'm based. Hi Bobby Millmaker, oi oi oi. Hi Red Hunter. We've got Tommy Brown is here. Hi Tommy, how are you doing? Invicta says they have apps too to collect and cook what you have remaining. Yes. Yeah, I would say just for like speed, I like to use ChatGPT because all you have to do is just type in like a text, like as if you were writing a text message or something. It's like, give me a recipe with, and then boom, 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 boom. Just list out all of the food items you're hoping to make your recipe with. Hi, Mr. Sensei, Doughy the Dough Man. Oh no, it was a military jet. What? Santra Sebastian, I don't have my cherry earrings on today. I thought they wouldn't look as good with my blue t-shirt, so I decided to just leave them for another day. And for those of you just joining or wondering what I'm doing, I'm rinsing off some lentils for lentil soup. These have a lot of residue on them, so I'm trying to give them like a really good rinse. Because it's just part of the packaging process, but oftentimes you get food that has residue on it. Just like little dust particles or, I don't know, things from the facility. Nothing crazy, but it's just, you can tell they need to be rinsed off. All right, Dylan Thomas O'Boyle is here. Anthony Maruya, I am making lentil soup, and then I'm making chocolate brownies after that. Don't know any composer, that's fine, no worries. Okay, the crew is okay, that makes me happy. Oh. All right, making it through here. Hi, Nobody. I think you were on my Monday live stream. Good to see you, Nobody. Oh, shoot. Just rinse some lentils down the sink, dang it. Oh, well. We've got Logan here. Hi, Logan. Thank you so much. Love to see you. Thank you for coming back. Doing well, Dylan Thomas. How are you doing? Chat is being slow. We've got Emma Pickworth in here. Stan Ferris, the background needs some color. You should put up different pictures of your food on different days. Hi Tycoon, I think I could survive a nuclear apocalypse with the food I've got in my store. If so, like, good job. I don't know if I am that well prepared, but I think it's nice to use up what you have and challenge yourself to see like what you could make with the things that you spent your money on for your kitchen, you know, or your groceries. Don't worry, Sandra Sebastian, I will wear the earrings again. You haven't seen the last of them. I agree with you, too many weird things happened in aviation right now. I know, Tommy, it's kind of unsettling. I'm like, whoa, why all of a sudden are we having these issues? What's going on? It makes me more reluctant to be flying, but unfortunately, it's for a very, very close friend of mine, her wedding out east, and I don't want to be driving all that distance because it just takes so much longer than flying. Yeah, but it's just, I tell myself though, like, the news you never hear every day is all of the hundreds, if not thousands of flights that landed safely that day. You only hear the bad news. The background, okay, read that one. Thank you, Sandra Sebastian, for admiring my shoe collection. It really is just the shoes that I wear on a daily basis. Most of them are running shoes. Oh my gosh, Cassidy, yes! People loved your last live stream, 19,000 views. Yeah, you guys, I don't know how it happened, like what it was about Monday's live stream just 2 days ago, but a total of 19,000 people watched it, and there were 422 likes on the live stream. And I mean, it doesn't happen every single live stream, but that one was just particularly wild. So thank you very much, Cassidy. Also, I want to talk to you guys. I'm going to take a pause here from rinsing off these lentils. So I am currently in a YouTube membership, what are they calling it? It's a creator boot camp for launching channel memberships. And I'm monetized on YouTube, but I haven't yet set up my channel memberships. I am planning to start my channel memberships, I think like by the end of this month, so sometime in the next 2 weeks. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that those are coming. I think I asked earlier, maybe like a few weeks ago, but if you think of ideas, Cassie, I'm sure you've mentioned these before, like you've had ideas for membership content. And for those of you who don't know, channel memberships are where you pay a monthly price. It can be, I've seen like $2 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, 15, 20, however much. And it's when you're a member of a channel, you get access to exclusive content. You can see exclusive live streams. If I set up a live stream that's only for members. So I'm currently going through the boot camp right now through YouTube. They have basically like a boot camp training that's going on for a few weeks. And they're showing like channel creators how to set up channel memberships. So if you guys think of something, you like types of content, information you'd like to hear from me, types of vlogs you haven't seen on my channel, and you would like to see it as a member, if you were willing to like pay a membership to see this, feel free to just like type recommendations for member content on my channel, because I'm gathering ideas now as I prepare to launch channel memberships for my channel. Okay, Levi Israel is here. Got into classical music lately. Have you heard the song Last for Power? I don't know that one. Who's the composer? We've got how do you say this? KXL Kelton Baddies, maybe? We've got Hannah is nice. I feel for Han, says Levi. Oh, Andrew is here. I thought your shirt was the ET scene. No, this is, I could see it though, where the boy is riding his motorcycle up into the sky with ET in the basket. This is not the ET moonlight scene, but that's pretty funny. This says Stay Wild, Minnesota, and Minnesota is the state in the United States where I live. This was a gift from my uncle, who I talk a lot about on my channel. Thank you, Kyle, for the compliment. Levi, my name is Hannah, and my channel is called Hannah in Health. I'm a little behind on the chat here. Emma says, my channel is Emma Pickworth's. Too Evil to Hope is here. Too Evil to Hope is saying, I made Oreo truffles, candied bacon, and better than cinnamon rolls for the Super Bowl party. Well done. Those all sound incredible. Did you go to a Super Bowl party like here in Minneapolis? Doing well, Levi. Thank you, Sogo Hotel. Hi, Maddie. I'm doing well, Maddie. Great to see you. Hi, Avery Rich. Welcome back. Good to see you too, Avery. You were the most positive person on that day. Oh, okay. Maybe that was the secret sauce for the Monday crazy live stream. What are you making tonight? I'm making lentil soup first, and then I am attempting my brownies for a second time. Let's see here. We've got Santra Sebastian, you deserve much more views, much more than 19,000. You're the most wholesome and the most adorable human I've ever seen. Thank you, Santra Sebastian. Avery has a question. Levi wants to be a member. Okay, it's good to hear. Like you can tell me honestly, like I wouldn't be interested in a membership. Actually, what I should do is I can post a poll in here, although that's maybe not as helpful. I could post a poll like to my channel and see what people respond honestly. Like, yes, I would be interested in paying for members only content, or no, I would not be interested in paying for this. I don't take offense, like you can be honest. Hi, Antonio. Thank you very much. I am excited about the progress I'm making this year so far. I'm just loving YouTube so much, having a lot of fun, loving talking to all of you, and getting more and more ideas for content that I can create. Hi, Mondarius. We've got Two People to Hope saying, you could feature a Minnesota landmark in person, not live. Yes, and talk about it, its history, and how you feel about it. I am a diehard Minnesota person. I love it here so much. I think that's a terrific idea, Two Evil to Hope. And I also agree with you, like, not a good idea to do anything live stream to like broadcast where your location is, because that's basically telling people, here I am, I'm out and about. But I love the idea of doing Minnesota landmarks and like destinations, because I just love living here so much. Thank you, Levi. Hi, Ellie with the hearts. I have not heard of the band Alabama or Blackhawk before, Avery. DreamWorks question says Aiden Delaray. All right, so much spamming. Pay to promote your channel, says Paul. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas. I had a great day. How about you, El Rulo? We've got Nur Haizar Narudin. Oh, sorry, Laura Bell. Hi, The Puzzle. We've got, I'm Astro, if you can't tell, I changed my username. Oh, I didn't know that. Hi, Brookie. Cassidy is saying, I think there's also more exclusive steps of memberships with the more you pay. Yes, Cassidy, that is true. In this boot camp, they were showing us like a real live channel like that exists right now, and it has different tiers of membership. So if you pay $5 a month, you get access to these bonus types of content, and then there's like the $10 range, the $20 range. So I mean, the thing is, like, I want to make sure I can deliver on good content, especially if people are paying for it. So I'm leaning more toward just having like 1 or 2 pay rates at the beginning, and then seeing like how much work it is, because I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver on paid memberships. Okay, Avery, I saw your question already. Hi, Motive Hub and Afzal Pasha. Thank you, Brookie. Hi, YMCYBF. Thank you. Levi, I do not model. Randy, I had a good Wednesday, pretty solid. Just did work today and went for a walk. And I'm struggling to think of much else I did. It was a pretty typical routine Wednesday, but something that I actually have written down as a daily reminder just on a post-it note for myself is never, what does it say? It says, it's something like never, I know what it is. Never take a normal day for granted. Because I always wish for normal days whenever I'm sick, whenever I'm super stressed, I have a really bad day at work, some kind of drama comes up in my life. So today was a normal day, but I never want to take a normal day for granted. Because I have wished for normal days many different times in my life when I was in some kind of stressful situation or just, unpleasant situation that I was ready to be over with. And for those of you just joining and you have no idea what I'm doing, I'm rinsing off some lentils. I'll show you what they look like. To make some lentil soup. So my hand is very wet right now, but I'm just rinsing off these lentils to make sure that all the debris, dust, residue that collects on them during the manufacturing process just gets off before I start cooking with them. Ellie says, how are you doing? It feeling like it's been forever. It's been way too long. Ellie, I'm on here all the time. I was on here on Monday 2 days ago, and that live stream was cray-cray, okay? A lot of fun, and I think my most viewed and most liked live stream. But I'm doing well. You should listen to the Black Hawk Band in Alabama, says Avery. Yabba dabba do. Any thoughts on reaching 5K? You think you should invite a special guest, TT, or is that TT? That's a really good idea. Okay, people have been giving me ideas because I am approaching 5,000 subscribers on my channel, and I asked, I think on Monday this week, if people had any ideas or suggestions for what I should do for my 5,000 subscriber special. Someone said that I should run a 5K, which I thought was hilarious because it's a very literal celebration of 5,000 subscribers. And now I'm seeing that I should invite, yeah, actually I can really see that. That would be really fun, inviting my sister's pet cat, TT, because I love TT so much, and obviously my sister too. All right. Thank you, Brookie. We've got Naro Zalv Dmitrievich from Russia. How are you over there in Russia? I would love to go one day. Mike Dizzle says, yo, hi Mike, how are you doing? We've got, I'll pay for sure, says Naro Zalv. Okay, this is good feedback. Because I think it would be kind of depressing, not gonna lie, to, you know, take the extra time to film membership-only content, and then no one wants to pay to watch it. So it's really good to do, what do they call it, like A/B testing or beta testing or something like that in the private sector, where like before you actually make a product and try to sell a product, you should maybe sample or survey the population and see if anyone would be interested in the first place in buying the product, because you want to be sure that your efforts are worthwhile. Thank you, Levi Israel. Too Evil to Hope says, for more content, you could try cooking something that is completely new to you so you can offer your own experience on making it. I love that idea. Yes. I love that idea. Yeah, something else too, like I could take like requests from members and then like highlight members in my videos, be like, so-and-so recommended that I try this recipe, so shout out to this person. I don't know, just thinking of ideas. Majnu Varma, I'm doing well, Majnu, how are you doing? Hi, Joe Martin. I did not realize that today is the full moon. That's exciting. Actually, I've been thinking about the Lunar New Year that's taking place in a lot of the Asian countries. And I think that the, what is it called? The Lantern Festival? I think that's this week. It's kind of the end of the Lunar New Year. When is the Lantern Festival? 2005. Oh, shoot. Touching my keyboard with wet hands. Oh, it was today. Yeah, you guys, today is the Lantern Festival. And I think it's, I think it kind of marks the end of the Lunar New Year, if I'm not mistaken. So happy Lantern Festival to anyone here who celebrates that. Thank you, Dixie Woodruff. We've got Rich saying, aren't you going out for Galentine's? So you won't be on Friday then. I am gonna be busy on Valentine's Day evening. So my plan for Friday, this Friday, is that I will be, I think I'm gonna go live earlier on Friday, like maybe either like 5 or 6 p.m. and then hop off early so that I can, you know, head out for Valentine's Day. my Android can't get your chat messages, says Paul. Cassidy says, I also think having a merch store would be so cool for you. I think you could sell a lot of stuff. You guys, I love thinking about having merch because there are channels that I subscribe to, and every time that they announce merch, I get so excited to buy stuff. There's mugs, there's jewelry, there's t-shirts, there's sweaters, there's all this kind of stuff, and I love thinking about what merch I could sell for my channel. Yeah, there's like so many possibilities. My head is spinning at this point, but it is really fun to think about and brainstorm. Yeah, I love that suggestion, Cassidy. Thank you. Hi, MK Vlogs. I'm doing well on this lovely Wednesday. I'm just rinsing off some lentils. I realize it's taking me quite a long time, but I want to make sure that they're clean. How about you, MK Vlogs? Joe Martin says, I appreciate that. The calm of nothingness is cozy. Country boy. I don't know what that is. Oh, AC/DC. Okay, yes. I've never seen AC/DC in my life, so I would definitely be down to see AC/DC. I like their music. We've got Ellie saying, ooh, yummy soup. And sorry, I haven't been on lives a lot, kind of going through it, and I bet it was crazy. It was crazy and fun, and I just was looking at the number of people in the chat at any given point and the number of likes. All of it was just wild to me. So yeah, Monday was crazy. You can relive it. You can go to my channel and see the recording of the live stream. Cassandra, hi Carly, say hi Carly, hi Carly. Mr. Cupcake Man, ich mag keine klassische Musik, aber Metal-Bands wie Rammstein liebe ich. Understandable. Yes, but the classical composers, they're like the OG musical artists. We've got Levi saying, I really like you, Hannah. I now subscribe. Thank you for the sub. Also, I think I'm just about done rinsing off these lentils. This will be the last little rinse that I do. Cassidy says, a members only video with your sister would be awesome. Yes, I know. I'm gonna write this stuff down just so I don't lose track of it. So we had merch, which is on my mind already. And then, let's see, oh no. Wetness and paper don't go well together. So, oh shoot. We've got, people were saying TT, and that was for the 5K, but also I think members only would be fun. New recipes that I haven't made before. And then, yep, with Rach. Yeah, these are all great ideas. Thank you. Hi, Kason. Yes, I do remember you, of course. Hi, Ade Ife Games. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Have everyone vote on what to make next. Ooh, I like that. Yes. Okay, do you drink tea or coffee? I drink coffee. I love coffee so much. I love being vegan, Rod. Yes, I have been vegan for 13 years. I went vegan when I was 18 years old. I'm now 31 years old. I've been vegan in several different states all over the world, and I didn't really run into any problems. And I think it works great for me, but also it's not for everybody. Then make something special for your most loyal fans on their birthday week. Wow. I like that idea. The only issue I see with it is as the audience grows, if I have, say, like 50K subscribers, like that will eventually happen if I just continue going with YouTube. 50,000 subscribers, on average, it's gonna be, 50K divided by 12. That's like, or I guess by 52. So that's almost 1,000 people on average per week. I think it could get a little bit tricky to get to everyone. to call them out on their birthday week. So I'm a little hesitant to do that. Your shirt knew it was a full moon tonight. Actually, I had no clue that it was a full moon tonight. This was not intentional. So I will just go with it. Twilight is on Valentine's Day. Don't get to watch this live stream. That's okay. Kaysen, no worries. Are you gonna show us your Valentine's Day outfit? I don't really have like an outfit per se. It's just, I don't know. Nothing, I'm pretty sure I've worn most of my wardrobe on here, so nothing too crazy. All right, so here are the lovely lentils that I've been rinsing off this entire time. So I'm gonna strain the water off and then get them into my soup pot. All right, so, almost dumped them into my sink. So here are the lentils that are all rinsed. I'll go grab my soup pot for you guys to see. I'm just mostly excited to get to these brownies because I need a redemption night for those terrible brownies that I made on Monday. It's funny and kind of ironic that that night on Monday was so popular and had so many viewers, given that I made such horrendous brownies, although they were at the end of the live stream, so maybe if I had made them at the beginning, there wouldn't have been as many people watching. Okay, we've got, übrigens bin ich gerade in Deutschland, meiner Heimat. Wonderful, Mr. Cupcake Man. What about mitten merch? That's cute. I love that idea. Yeah, merch ideas are welcome. I wrote down someone mentioned aprons since I'm in the kitchen a lot. I like the idea of mittens since I do love the winter time. And I feel like someone mentioned something else. Merch is cool. I want to see how crazy it was. Hi, James Brace. How are you doing? Fellow Minnesotan. Hi, Anthony J. Maruya. Nothing much. What's up with you? Hi, Paul Muti. You could draw them out like a lottery. That's a good idea. So B-Day shout outs. Like lottery style is what I'll write. These are all really helpful, guys. Hi, Matthias Jones. Yabba Dabba Doo says, I might miss you on Valentine's Day. Got a gig at my pub restaurant, but we get a free meal, Scottish produce, Aberdeen Angus steak, and rumble de thumps. I don't know what that last word is, but it sounds like a lot of fun. Hi, Mohammed Hussein. We've got Kaysen saying, you should make this idea chicken noodle soup. I'm vegan, so I don't eat chicken. Gillespie, I had a good Wednesday. How about you, Gillespie? Ich will gehen, weil Duolingo auf Wiedersehen ruft. Sounds good. Bis später, Mr. Cupcake Man. The merch could say, staying healthy with Hannah. Yeah, that's cute. James Bray says, I'm doing wonderful. Can't wait for Valentine's Day. Me too. I love Valentine's Day so much. It's just such a, I just think it's such a sweet holiday. I always will. Have a blessed evening, heading to bed. 4 o'clock comes fast. Goodness gracious, James. That is so early. Have a good rest, and I'm glad you're getting off because it's already almost 9 p.m. So you're gonna get maybe not a full night of sleep, but hopefully close. Hannah's kitchen mugs would be, oh my God, Cassidy. Okay, wait, someone said, so Ade Ife Games said, staying healthy with Hannah. I'm gonna write this down. Healthy with Hannah. And then we've got this, okay, Cassidy, this is so funny, but like some of you know my mugs. I wonder if I can just grab a few of them for you. Like, you guys have seen this guy. Like, some people have been calling him half head, and then there was, scarf face. Like Scarface, but it's scarf face. So I feel like I could do my own take on winter mugs, and then if you look up there, there's like a candy corn mug that my sister gave me years ago. You guys have, some of you have seen him. So I guess I could like do mugs that have my, I don't know, something related to my channel. Yeah, it's like it's fun, but also I'm just like, oh my gosh, like there's endless possibilities for doing this. Okay, so mugs I'm gonna write down. Hannah's Kitchen mugs. Yes, that was you, Cassidy. Thank you so much. A day Ife says it's a lonely holiday for me. Doesn't have to be a lonely holiday if you don't want it to be. I mean, I've just had solo Valentine's days, and then I've had couples Valentine's days. I've had Galentine's Valentine's days. I feel like I've had a mix of Valentine's days. And I love it. I feel like there's ways you can celebrate with people whether or not you're in a romantic relationship. If you want to go solo though, like that's fine too. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't know you were vegan. Oh, that's okay, Kaysen. No worries. I don't really take offense easily, so no stress. Hi, AJ. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy belated birthday, Avery. High ground. Monster Jam. No, I did not eat the brownies. I concede that they were a hot mess. Quite literally, they were so greasy and so like gloopy. They did not solidify. I prefer my brownies to have a bit more of like a cake consistency. I don't want them to just be like gooey, super underbaked. That kind of is just like gross to me. So they were nasty and I threw them out. I really thought I wouldn't, but I looked at them and I was like, I really don't think there's any salvaging this. So I dumped them in my garbage and I'm doing them again today. If you want to try a recipe, it's called London Fog. I'm not big on, isn't that like a tea? Oh yeah, if you want to try a tea recipe. I mean, I'll write it down. I just really am not big on tea. I have heard of London Fog though. I don't know if I've ever had it. Yeah, seriously, Cassidy is so full of ideas. I completely agree with you. Rich. Hi, Scott Whitebird. How are you doing? Glad I caught you this evening. Yes, Scott, I don't remember if you were on Monday night's live stream, but I'm redoing my brownies because they were a strong 0 out of 10. They were so gross. So I found a new recipe and I'm going to be doing that brownie recipe tonight to redeem myself because I am craving brownies and those ones were practically inedible that I made on Monday. Pretty bad. Hi, Senthil Senthon. Oh, pot holder mitts, dude, that is such a good idea. You guys are so helpful here. Pot holder mitts is a great idea, and not to mention, I actually am in need of pot holder mitts. This is where like I'm very much a minimalist and I use stuff until it's literally falling apart. So I have had this oven mitt for God knows how many years, but you can tell it's seen better days and the fabric has been like getting more and more burned that when I take stuff out of my really hot oven, it doesn't fully insulate my hand from the heat. So I have to like move really quickly or else I actually will get burned. With this oven mitt, I think that's a really good idea. Dish towels is another one that I'm thinking of that could be cute. Dish towels, you guys are heroes. This is just, I feel like no matter how long you spend thinking about something alone, it's always good to hear other people's ideas because people think of things that you just didn't think of yourself. Oh, that's cute. Maybe a mug with freckles. That's a really good idea. With freckles. Yeah, guys, I'm taking all the notes because you are loaded with good ideas. Bartholomew, this is a bowl of rinsed yellow lentils. I'll be making yellow lentil soup momentarily. I'm just taking notes from the people here in the chat who are giving me great ideas for merch that I could sell on my channel in the future. Hi, Osheen Bernard from Jamaica. How about a Hannah Chef hat? I've never ever worn a chef hat in my life, but I love that idea because why not? Thanks, you should have seen what I did yesterday, says Avery Rich. Samuel was right. Yeah, I know. I told Samuel, I don't know if Samuel is still here, but I told him because of course he came asking and I was like, Samuel, you were right. Those brownies were terrible. And you totally called it. They did end up in the bin, or in the trash, as we say here in the US. They were so bad. I think that's easily the worst batch of brownies I've ever made. And I'm not exaggerating, guys. I went back and checked all the ingredients, all the measurements, all of the instructions, and I have no idea where I went wrong, because I am certain that I followed it. I don't know. I'm completely at a loss for why they were so bad. Kaysen says, I have another idea. I think you should do a shirt and do like Valentine's Day shirts. What is be perfect for Valentine's Day? Definitely not by this Valentine's Day. I wouldn't have time, because that's a 2-day turnaround. But I think next year I would love to have like a special edition, maybe like pink dish towels or pink mugs or something. So I'll do next Valentine's Day merch, like special edition, because I do love Valentine's Day. Special edition. Okay, then we've got Serpent Avare. Rumble-de-thumps are similar to clapshot. What are these words? Where, you're based in Scotland, are you in Edinburgh, or what's the other one, Glasgow? But these terms, like, I need to write these down, because they're cracking me up. It's rumble, it sounds like something out of a Roald Dahl novel. Rumble-de-thumps. And there was, what else did you say? Clapshot? Not a clue what that means, but I'm very curious. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Claudia Fayini. That glove is compromised. It really is. I think that once you start getting burned, even though you're wearing an oven mitt, that's when you know you need to replace the oven mitt. But this is like a personal, I don't know if it's a flaw, because I really, really try to use what I have, and I don't like overconsumption, but I really try to use what I've got until the bitter end. But in this case, it's like becoming a liability, because I could actually like really burn my hand. Fridge magnet range. Ooh. I don't know if you meant that as like a suggestion, but fridge magnets, I love that. That's like an easy, I think that's a pretty uncomplicated merch item I could do. It's Tuesday in it. Someone, were you saying that, Asia Alexandria, on Monday? Because I heard the term Tuesday on Monday night's live stream, and I was like, I've never heard this, but I guess British people say this. I love in it. Like, that phrase is, or that word is so funny to me. LOL, no, I was just able to watch a small YouTuber do all this as he grew and told us how to do it. Cassidy, tell us the cheat code. Tell us who this creator is, because these are like great ideas that you're throwing out. I'm guessing you got new brown sugar for tonight. I'm not even using brown sugar in tonight's recipe. It's a recipe that does not need it, and I also am in like desperate need of new brown sugar, because mine is pretty much concrete at this point. It's like as hard as cement. It's so bad. A hand towel to dry your hands with a cute anime Hannah on it. I love that. Dish towels with Hannah. Hi AJ. Fried mushroom says head honcho. Fridge magnets are easy to brand up and can be sold regular with different designs. I totally agree. My first thought with fridge magnets was like, they're relevant because you guys have asked me what's on my fridge anyways. You guys see my fridge all the time, and they're just such an easy, I think it gets hard when you're selling like shirts or hoodies. Like, you want the fit to be right, you want the fabric to be right, you want the stitching and the hemming to be right, you want the colors to be right. I feel like with little, like more like little household items, it's not as like, I feel like I wouldn't be as like stressed out about getting it like perfectly right. So yes, Andrew, that's a great great suggestion, and very affordable. Yes, I feel like I could sell magnets for like $4.99, $5. A brownie with cookie, Oreo, and brownie layers. That sounds crazy. Crazy delicious. Head honcho says Joplin. What country singers have you heard of? Plenty. I love country music. My favorite country artist right now is Morgan Wallen. I think he's just so good. His songs are so good. But I really like Trace Atkins, who's the guy on The Voice. I forget his name. Luke Combs, love him. Carrie Underwood, Dixie Chicks, Shania Twain, Florida Georgia Line. I was just listening to this one dude. What's his name? Jason Aldean. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but he's got a really catchy song that I've been listening to. So yeah, I'm very much a big fan of country music. I like most music. Hi, Maddie. I made it. It's heavenly. I'm sure it is. Refrigerator magnets with your face on it. That honestly, it sounds very like memeable, but also very narcissistic. But if people express interest in, it just sounds so like goofy and weird. But I guess if like people would purchase magnets with my face on it, kind of like my user profile picture is my face, I would be like, fine, that's, if people want it, I'm okay with selling it. Ooh, I think you should buy the copyright for those Christmas earrings. LOL, as so many people ask about them. Actually, like that's like cherry earrings, I could sell. I mean, I got them from Amazon, not knowing that they would be such a hit on my live streams / videos. So cherry earrings. Also, I saw Jessie in here. Carrie Underwood is so beautiful. Agreed. She is so pretty. I remember watching her try out for American Idol all those years ago. And she was just like this precious girl from, I think is it Oklahoma? And I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, she's so like sweet and cute and charming. Like she's like a farm girl. And obviously she's like mega glam and a powerhouse singer. And she is very, very beautiful. I've seen Luke Combs in concert. I'm so jealous. I love Luke Combs. He's so good. Michael is laughing. I think you were the one who was saying to do magnets with my face on them. It's so goofy, but I can also picture them. So there's advice that flies. It's like, just listen to your audience and give your audience what they want. I mean, not all the time, because that can be a slippery slope, but I would be totally comfortable doing that if enough people expressed interest. Avery is saying, what song is Jason Aldean, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, that you like? It's called, I think it's Try That in a Small Town. I saw it on a short on YouTube and I was like, ooh, I like this song. And I clicked on it and I was like, okay, I've never heard of this guy, but I really like that song. Andrew is saying, I need to bring my wife into this chat. She worked for Fanatics until recently, developing e-commerce for soccer clubs. Whoa, that's really cool. And she sounds like she would be just like a shark, like so good at like marketing and all this kind of stuff that I'm thinking about now. Have you heard of Lainey Wilson before? I think so. I'm way north of the Central Belt on the northwest coast. Takes me 4 hours to drive to Glasgow. Okay, yabba dabba do, super random question. But I was doing some like deep dive on ancient history, kind of ancient history. How, like, so funny, but like how far are you from like Hadrian's Wall? And there's a second wall. There's Hadrian's Wall and the Antonine Wall. Like those, I'm just like I had no clue how far north those were. They seem to be far north. Am I wrong? Are they in Wales? Oh no, they're in England. My bad. So these would not be where you are. But I was reading about those and I was like, dude, those are so cool. Add those to my bucket list. Like, I don't know where the line, I should get back to cooking, but I just, like, the line where, like, Scotland begins, I don't have a good sense of where that is. Red Cap with Hannah is great again. Oh, gosh, yabba dabba do, that would definitely get me in trouble because I don't do any kind of political stuff on here. I think it's a funny idea, but I try to remain very politically neutral on my channel. So yeah, I think we know what we would all think if I was selling that merch. Just a dude, you were on the live stream on Monday, and maybe you didn't hear me say this, but they were absolutely vile. They were the worst brownies I've ever made. They did end up in my trash, and I decided that I was gonna try to redeem myself tonight. So I'm making brownies after I finish making this yellow lentil soup. Hi, Rex, how are you doing? I have a shirt from him from Nashville, and I like that song. That's very cool, Avery. I'm excited for your growth. Me too, Andrew. I am so excited about like just doing members only content, doing live streams, doing merch. It's just like, and I also work a full-time job, so I feel like there's all this stuff I want to do, but I still am limited on my time because I'm not a full-time creator. I have my full-time job. I love my full-time job. I have no interest in like quitting my full-time job anytime soon, so I just am having to work around that schedule because obviously that takes first priority because it's how I pay my bills. What time you got over there? It's nearly 3 in the morning for you, Rex. It's just about 9 p.m. I saw someone comment, yes, Green Day, I want to order a little tofu necklace. I was thinking this to myself, little tofu necklace, and I think selling it would be so funny, but also like, would anybody actually wear a chain necklace with a cube on it? I'm gonna see Lainey Wilson in concert in October, and Ernest is playing with her. I don't think I know either of those people. Hadrian's Wall is the basis for the wall, and that's what I thought. Just a dude. I was reading about like the Romans just randomly because I felt like reading about them, and I was like, hold on. Like this wall, like Hadrian's Wall, looks just like the wall from Game of Thrones. Are you telling, like, I never knew about these walls before. I didn't study like ancient history at all in school. We only really glanced over like the Romans. But I was like, this is exactly like Game of Thrones, like this epic wall up north. And yeah, so I made that connection once I read about it. I was like, that can't be a coincidence. I'm sure George R.R. Martin based it off of that wall, which makes the Scots the wildlings, I suppose. Yes, that was my assumption too. Avery Rich, I can just remember your YouTube channel because you've been on my lives. Hi, what are you making? Nebraska, I'm making lentil soup. I'm gonna get to that in just a second, and then I'm making brownies after that. Do you have a favorite animal for a potential mascot? My favorite animal of all time is the squirrel. I love squirrels so much. Do you have a regular saying or motto you like? Oh, I was just thinking about one. Not really good for branding. It's actually what's his name? Big guy. Winston Churchill. Be kind, but be fierce. I love that advice. It's like you can be kind while also being like fierce. Like you can be strong and kind. So yeah, that's like my motto that I kind of stick to these days. All right. If you don't want your own face everywhere, these are key brandable elements. Do you have a favorite animal? Okay. When you pick up more tasks after work, you can get burned out fast. I think there's ways to mitigate it. I also really like working a lot. I just have been like that forever. So I like to keep busy. I don't like sitting still. Time is so precious and life goes so fast. I'm noticing as I get more and more into my 30s. So I'm like, time is of the essence. I am not gonna just like waste my time here. Okay guys, on to the soup. This should be pretty easy. So I rinsed off these yellow lentils. There's also some red lentils in here too, just because I wanted to use them up. So I'm gonna put them in here. And what else are people saying? It's a slower chat tonight, so I feel like I'm not behind much. This lady's gorgeous. I hate my, oh, don't say that, Rich like Pryor. Looking for a spatula. I would also love to do like winter themed stuff because I'm I'm so passionate about winter. I love the snow. I love being cozy. I think sweaters would be kind of fun merch at some point. Yeah, you guys, it's so exciting to think about all the possibilities. I was talking to my sister about this today. She's on YouTube as well, as some of you know. Her username is Rachel Gore. She also has a TikTok channel that is doing incredibly well. Also, you guys, crazy. This is insane. Some of you know that my sister's TikTok channel was featured in Newsweek. I believe it was last week. You are not gonna believe this, but my sister's TikTok channel, same channel, was shouted out by none other than Martha Stewart, like a few days ago. How insane is that? She sent me the screenshot of Martha Stewart, like verified, shouting her out, and then there's also an article on Martha Stewart's website. I was like, dude, if you get to meet Martha Stewart, I don't even know how I'm gonna react to that, because she is one of my all-time, like, mega idols. Hi, LB Watson. I visited Hadrian's Wall. It's short now, at least the part I visited. That's what I was reading, Fireball AZ. I'm a member of a school board. Nice. Hi, CR7. Reusable drink bottle with Be Kind, Be Fierce. Perfect term for keeping fit and using at the gym. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I think it's a really good motto, because I think people think that if you're being like strong and fierce, that's like a bad thing. And I don't think it always has to be, like, you can be kind and fierce at the same time. Be kind, be fierce. I love that. Cool. What's your favorite sandwich? Greek salad life. Favorite sandwich? There's so many good ones, and I've done quite a few on my channel. It might actually be peanut butter and jelly. As basic as that sound, it was a childhood favorite of mine. I had so many lunches, like cafeteria lunches, that were peanut butter and jelly, either homemade or that I bought from the cafeteria. And the ultimate hack too, because I went vegan when I was 18, I'm now 31, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches they're just vegan as they are, unless the bread has some kind of like milk or egg component in it. I feel like most sandwich breads, at least the ones that I've purchased, are vegan because they don't have any dairy or egg. So yeah, peanut butter and jelly are very easy sandwiches to stick to as a vegan. You get your protein from the peanuts, the peanut butter, and then sugar and carbs from the jelly and the bread. So I'm gonna go with the humble peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Michael doesn't know who Martha Stewart, not Martin Stewart. CR7, I'm going with CR7. Both on the England-Scottish borders, approximately 400 miles away? Okay, 400 miles away, 6-hour drive. Knuckle sandwich, nice. All right, so I think I'm gonna need 8 cups of water for this. Let me just double check the packaging. Yep, 8 cups of water, but let me first add some spices in here. I'll gather them and then get back to the chat. Also some salt, of course. I'm thinking some garlic, maybe some curry. I'm not so sure about the curry, actually. I think I'm gonna stick with the berbere spice, which is Ethiopian, and I love it so much. We've got, 1 second guys, I'll be back. And I like to keep my berbere spice in this tin here. I think this is a pretty simple, good lineup for this soup. So I'm gonna start with this Morton's iodized salt. Someone cut down the sycamore gap. I don't know what that is, but it sounds not great. All right, so salt. I'm definitely getting my wife onto this. Yeah, Andrew, honestly, like, she's so welcome. I would love to get advice. I love brainstorming ideas, getting feedback, like if it's a good one, bad one. didn't show you guys this, but here is some black ground pepper. I might start sneezing. Oh God. Definitely makes me sneeze. Okay, this is garlic powder, which I love so much. I just blast through these containers. Garlic powder. Ade Ife Game says, I love PB&J. Like a 4,000-year-old tree and national icon. Are you kidding me? Like, why? I mean, I guess you said no reason. That's terrible. I wish they would have had that under surveillance of some kind to prevent someone from doing that. But also, too, you'd think that just out of respect, people wouldn't do that. I hate hearing that. Let's see here. We've got Cassidy saying, as you grow, you will also have tons of companies reaching out to promote them. Yeah, I feel like, Cassidy, it's very exciting to think about. And I think as you grow on YouTube, this has been my experience so far, and I'm almost to 5,000 now. The more you grow, it's just you're starting to get more and more comments, emails, people reaching out to you with potential collaboration ideas. It's so cool, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I can imagine a point where it gets to like, I'm almost like overwhelmed, where it's like, oh my God, I want to do all this stuff, but I just don't have the bandwidth to do it. Not there yet, so I'm excited for these days to come. What am I missing here? Olive oil. I'm gonna add some olive oil in here, but this is what it's looking like so far, just a bunch of spices on top of the uncooked lentils. I'm gonna quickly put these spices back, and then I'll get to some of these comments I'm seeing. Jojo, how are you? PB&J is super, not for supper, but it is super. Hi, Jojo. Peanut butter sandwiches in school is like, no. Let's see here. We've got Kason saying, play, have you watched the Wicked? I've watched the play. I'm not interested in seeing the movie. We've got Toby here. Antonine Wall is between Glasgow and Edinburgh approximately. Gotcha. How much of your days are you in the kitchen for your channel? I would say almost every single day, because it's either I'm doing a live stream, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, or I'm in my kitchen filming a long form video that I post on my channel. So I filmed a video yesterday, and I'm trying to get it posted by this Friday. And then I will probably be filming on Saturday. So I'm basically filming or doing some kind of YouTube content in my kitchen every single day. Like at least 5 days, if not 6. Ethan, good morning, Ethan. I know, wow, that's a lot of spamming, but luckily we will never have to see them again. I'm gonna take this moment to put my stuff back in my spice cabinet and grab my olive oil, which is right here. Okay, I feel like I did not add enough salt. I always undersalt this soup, and so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And then I'll show you the olive oil that I'm using for this. I just went with some random brand that I saw. It looked tasty. And I'll just drizzle it over here. I'm just getting everything assembled in this soup pot. And then I'm gonna need 8 cups of water. Okay, time to measure out the water and see what the other comments are. We've got, Keeson saying Friday is when I can't because I'm going on at school, and I'm going on vacation and I don't have time to watch the 3 months, sadly. That's okay, no worries, Kason. Understandable. Let's see here. Beautiful blue top wearing. I ate some PB&J sandwiches for breakfast when the pockets are tight when you're, okay. I mean, The thing, like, what's so great about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is they're very easy to make. They're very inexpensive compared to other dishes. They're pretty balanced because you get the protein and the fat from the peanut butter, and then you get carbs from the bread and the jelly. And I think they're delicious, and no matter if you're like tight on your budget or you just feel like eating one and it's not about the money, I just think overall they're such a win. You can pack them easily and have them as a travel meal. Like, I've packed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches whenever I was going on a road trip or I was going on a bike ride and was gonna stop somewhere for a quick bite to eat that I just wanted to pack myself. Yeah, overall they're such a great, easy sandwich. So this is 2 cups. This is 4 cups. I'm gonna see what people are saying in here. NC, yes, I'm back. So are you. Good to see you. Patrick says nice pot. I know all the words to everything you show is backwards. I know. I have not figured out how to fix that. This is cups number 5 and 6. And then I'll do 7 and 8. We've got Cassidy saying, with you and Rachie being on social media, I think you should get your parents started also. We'd all subscribe. I know. I think it'd be really fun to do interviews with my parents and get their takes on stuff or do little challenges with them. I've seen all the viral dance trends going around, you know, for however many years, and people get their parents to do the dances with them, which I think is so cute. Okay. So let's give this a stir, and then I'll put it on my stovetop and set it on high heat to boil, and then just kind of let it simmer in the background while I make my redemption brownies. That's what I'm calling these that I'll be making, because the first batch on Monday was so bad, truly so awful. Pretty shocking how bad they were. Martha, Snoop, and Rachel podcast soon. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be the craziest thing? William just got done eating some tater tot casserole. Sounds delicious. We call it tater tot hot dish here in Minnesota. Peanut butter is like supper food. Hi, Adlati 2K. On a short trying to win my name on a gift going to foster care lost. We've got YouTube is backwards, right-handed guitarists look like lefties. Oh gosh, I will fix it, don't worry. We've got, how young are you? I am 31 years young. I'm gonna put this on my stovetop now. Let me just give you one last little close-up. You can't see much in here, so this is lentils that are in some spices and olive oil with water. And I'll put it right here and set it on high heat. And now it's time to get started with the brownies, the redemption brownies. Thank goodness. I'm ready to redeem myself. Okay. Went to bed, looks like those last brownies came out whack. Yeah, they were so bad. I will own that. They were terrible, and I'm ready for a very good batch of brownies. So I did some research, and I think I found a winning recipe. It gets really good reviews out of 7,000 people who have reviewed it. And yeah. I think these will be much better. I'm back, my phone died, all good, just a dude. I don't have kids. Clear Glass Studios. I don't eat meat, Alex. I'm vegan. Back to the Future is here. Hi, Back to the Future. I'm gonna be making some brownies in case you didn't hear. So let me pull up this recipe. I'll drop the link in the chat. Even if you can't click on the link, you can either copy paste it or type it in yourself. So I'll share it with you here. That's the recipe. Hi, get her done. I mean, you never get to choose the body you're born in, but if people think I'm pretty, it's just, I lucked out, and I also try to keep good care of myself. We've got, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I completely forgot to close the poll, so let me close that now. Ooh, it was split. I'm loving this. This is great. I love it when you guys are torn about the right answer. The sycamore is the tree from Robin Hood with Kevin Costner. Sorry, I know that was a minute ago already, but I felt like I should finish explaining it. I want to like read about this, and is there like no idea who did it? Like sycamore cut down, and was that on Hadrian's Wall? Man, that is so, it's so disappointing when people destroy. It'd be like if someone went and completely destroyed Stonehenge. It's like, what are you doing? Like, this is just so disrespectful. Hadrian's Wall, question mark. Okay, I'm gonna like, I just have been really feeling like ancient history. I probably should start that series, The Last Kingdom. I think about the Vikings. That's just the era I've been interested in lately. But that is really disappointing to hear. Just a dude. Ernest, you came back just in time. So the trivia question for today, guess my favorite classical composer. 30%, wow, we have like a tie basically. Antonio Vivaldi was, maybe it was just by a hair, the most common response, 30%. It's not Antonio Vivaldi, I do love him though. Then 30% said Amadeus Mozart. It's not Mozart. 23% said Johann Sebastian Bach, and it's not him. So then it must be the last one, Frédéric Chopin. I grew up playing piano, and he was my favorite composer to play. Beautiful, expressive, dark, very serious, just the most gorgeous nocturnes and other pieces. Mostly I played nocturnes. But yes, Chopin is my favorite classical composer. Hi, Ravi. We've got Alexander Badia Cubedo from Costa Rica. Hello, hello. My life went down when I did vegan for 8 months. Have aliens visited Earth? Who knows? Because as some of you may know, Donald Trump just unsealed the JFK files, and based on people's, like, the initial look at them, it now looks like there were at least 2 shooters, not just one, which was kind of the official, like, story all this time. So people, I'm sure people want some more declassified files from the US government about alien encounters, because those would be, I'm sure, pretty crazy. So who knows, we may be getting some declassified, unsealed documents about alien encounters. I don't know, we'll see. We've got Sliding Edge. We've got Charlie saying slay. Everton played their very last game at Goodison Park against Liverpool. Oh, wait, they're moving to a new stadium. Okay. Dang, I was torn between Chopin and Mozart. I chose wrong. All good, Ernest. No worries. Clear Glass Studios, I think it's very possible that aliens exist. I mean, I took an astronomy class in college with a physicist professor whose career has been exclusively to hunt for other Earth-like planets that could host life forms like ours. And she seems very convinced that there could be Earth-like planets out there in other solar systems that have some kind of life form. I think there's been evidence now of like there was life on Mars potentially, however many millions, billions of years ago. So I don't see why not. That's kind of my stance. Like even if there's no official like records of aliens out there, I really think that there could be other life forms out there somewhere. We've got Martello. Welcome back, Martello. Hi, Victoria. Okay, so brownie time. I'm so excited, guys. Elon Musk could figure this alien thing out in 72 hours. I'm sure who knows, he may know some things, but I feel like he's very much geared toward outer space already. He's got Starlink and he's got SpaceX. So he's he loves to wear his like Occupy Mars shirts. So who knows? He may know some things. I'm gonna gather my ingredients for my brownies, guys. I'm so excited. I really want to redeem myself. I want to make some tasty brownies that are not a fail this time. So I've got my gluten-free all-purpose flour. I love this brand in particular. It's the King Arthur Baking Company brand of flour. I've got regular white sugar, and I'm also gonna need cocoa powder and powdered sugar. Did I set my salt aside? I'm gonna use some salt too. If I can find it. This is so annoying. Where did I put my salt? Oh, up here. Here's some salt. Same salt as you saw me put in the soup. And then I'm gonna need some vanilla and powdered sugar. Here's the vanilla. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, so let's see what you guys are saying. This reality could be an artificial reality from a higher dimension. I don't know. I mean, I don't really, the way I try to like go through life is like, don't ever just be so committed to one idea that you're not willing to consider other possibilities. So I personally right now at this moment don't think that we are in a artificial reality, but I mean, I really think that like there's so many possibilities and I'm open to being persuaded otherwise. Hi, that girl. Kaylin Kennedy, I'm making brownies. I'm so excited. Hi, Sadhguru Foundation. Welcome back. Good to see you. I'm just gathering my ingredients right now, guys. I've got some cocoa powder and there's just a few other things I need to grab from my cabinet. Clear Glass Studios. Would it be disturbing to you if you found out we were in an artificial reality? I don't know if I would be disturbed. I think it would be more of like I feel like I'm more like neutral, where I try not to just assign a value judgment like, oh, this is bad, this is good, this is disturbing, this is amazing. I think I would be more just like surprised and curious. I'd be like, whoa, like how did they do it? When did it start? How long has this been going on? Do other people know about this? Like, I would approach it from more of like a curiosity standpoint than anything else. Avery Rich is back. Looks like you changed your profile picture. Hi, Kim Lover Player 222. How are you doing? I'm gonna grab the last, maybe just one or two items I need for these brownies. That was the wrong tab. I'll need some powdered sugar. Oh, an egg replacer. That is what I'm gonna also need to make these vegan. Wish me luck. So we've got this egg replacer powder. I'm vegan, for those of you who don't know that. And this is egg replacer powder, courtesy of Bob's Red Mill brand. So you create essentially like a powder liquid egg that acts as an equivalent or a substitute for regular eggs if you want to avoid eating eggs in your cooking and baking. And then powdered sugar is the last thing I need. Way up here. Okay, so here we go. We've got all the stuff gathered. And now I'm gonna get started with the brownies. I'm so hopeful, guys. I'm so hopeful. I want these brownies to taste great because they sound so good right now. But first, what are people saying? Corey Garnett, Las Vegas is here with everybody. Thank you, Shane Sheldon. I appreciate you, Shane. Bishop Bullwinkle, I'm doing good. I just set some lentil soup on my stovetop, so that's cooking away in the background. And now I'm making some brownies because Monday night's brownies were so incredibly bad. Hi, Thomas. Okay, done with the heady questions. LOL, thanks for actually giving a thoughtful idea. Most people don't. I love thinking about, ever since I saw the movie The Matrix, I just was like, where did the questions stop? So I appreciate the deep questions. Clear Glass Studios. Yabba Dabba Doo is saying they got the people who cut down the sycamore, but the tree has produced hundreds of babies. King Charles has adopted one. Oh my gosh. That's kind of like I mean, it's a sad ending to that tree, but like, it's kind of living on in spirit, I guess, because of the hundreds of other trees that it produced. Thank you, Corey Garnett. Invictus, so the lentils are just like cooking. I'm trying to see if you can maybe see. So there's like my soup pot back here. It's just like on my stovetop. It's really just like simmering, so not much is happening. Someone was being rude. I unfollowed her because she said I looked like an 8-year-old. Hi, YQ Reality 3 Lopin. Good evening to you as well. Quantum computing is scary. Were you able to see the ultra strange opening ceremony at CERN? I don't even know what CERN is. Let me do a quick side quest here. What is CERN? CERN? European Organization for Nuclear Research. Oh, great. Is a laboratory that studies the fundamental particles of matter. It's located in Switzerland on the border of France. It's actually kind of cool. I remember learning about nuclear energy in school. Let's see here. Ooh, okay, you were able to see the ultra strange opening ceremony. No, I have not been like paying attention to CERN. Anything with like nuclear energy. I feel like it has really good potential as an energy source, but of course we all know what happened to Chernobyl, and it's just, you have to be so careful because it's like if things go wrong, it can have like horrible implications for people and all forms of life for a long, long time. So I'm gonna look at CERN. That's a little, I mean, what can you do? I don't have any control over like nuclear arms and nuclear plants, but I just hope that they're being run very, very like responsibly. 90-second like done. Yeah, we're almost to 100 likes, guys. Thank you. Hi, Beamer Boy. What do you think about the game? I don't know which, are you talking about the Super Bowl? I think you should write a digital cookbook and also include your live streams with each recipe. Thank you, Corey. I'll write that down. Digital cookbook. I love that idea. Digital cookbook. All right, let's get to making these brownies. Beamer Boy, I was rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles. I've kind of gotten sick of the Kansas City Chiefs, so it was a shocker to see such a strong victory by the Philadelphia Eagles, but I'm very, very happy that they won. Hi, Kevin GM. OJ Hoop's favorite dish is red lentils in Ethiopian cuisine called misirwat. So the first thing, for the first, wow, I can't speak. Recipe step number 1, it says to lightly grease an 8x8 inch baking dish. So I'm gonna grab that from up here. Also, I see my soup bubbling over on my stovetop. I'm just gonna give it a quick stir and make sure it's doing okay. All right, so this is looking good. And I'm gonna actually melt down some coconut oil to grease this. So I'll be using this unrefined virgin coconut oil right here. I'll put this in my microwave, middle top off, and nuke it for 30 seconds. Oh God, K-Dot's halftime show. God, I hated it so much. So dumb. William, no, I don't eat bacon because I am vegan. I also don't eat cream cheese. Those are both animal products. Please don't forget digital cookbook. Yep, I wrote it down. We've got, I'm gonna go to bed, but I think it was nice chatting with you again. Thank you, just a dude. I appreciate it. So this is now melted down. And I'll put just a little bit in my brownie pan. We've got Avery saying, I think I'm gonna find something to watch on my TV. Sounds good, Avery. Great having you here. Avery, no, I will be going live on Friday this week. Shoot. Soup is looking good back here. I'm just kind of like trying to skim off some of the top like foam that I don't want on it. All right. Looking good. Back to the Future. Thanks for joining the live stream tonight. Yes, indeed. Chad Rice is saying, what would you recommend for someone that's allergic to nuts, coconut, or other kinds? If you're talking about like what fat you could use, I'm confused. Allergic to nuts, coconut, or other kinds. Oh, if you're talking about like oil in terms of like peanut oil, this, you could do extra virgin olive oil. That's not a related nut to other like almonds. Avery, I haven't decided yet what I'm making on Friday. I don't know. Happy early Valentine's Day to you too, Johnny Yeskas. Hi, Joanna, Amir. I am making some brownies. I cannot wait. I'm very excited. So, I've got Downton Abbey on in the background. It's one of my favorite shows. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just take this coconut oil, dribble a little bit in here, and spread it around with a piece of a paper towel. That was kind of a lot, so I'll just wipe it out. So So spread it around. No parchment paper this time. Man, that was such a pain working with the parchment paper last time on Monday. What is your favorite vegetarian dinner and breakfast? Favorite breakfast right now, I'm loving tofu scramble. I season it with curry and turmeric to give it really good flavor, but also the yellow color, so it kind of reminds me of scrambled eggs. So tofu scramble in the morning, and then dinner, vegetarian dinner, it's gotta be Ethiopian food because there's so much great vegetarian / vegan Ethiopian food. It's just so delicious. What kind of brownie is this? These are just straight up like chocolate brownies. They're vegan and gluten-free. Oh my goodness, the spices are killing me, guys. Sorry. We've got, YQ Reality. Has anyone in the chat beat me to it? Will you be my Valentine? I think people were asking earlier. We've got, that's delicious. I've had that before. Have you been a vegetarian all your life? So I'm actually vegan. There's a difference. So vegans, let me clarify. Vegetarians don't eat meat. Vegans, which is what I am, vegans do not eat any animal products. So that also includes dairy, like milk and butter, and then eggs. So no meat, no eggs, no dairy, no fish, no honey. So I eat fruits, vegetables, beans, and grains. And so far, I'm loving it. Hi, Chloe. Good to see you again, Chloe. I'm redoing the atrocious brownies that I made on Monday night. They were so bad. I really hoped that they would turn out, but they did not. So I'm redoing them tonight. Different recipe, so it's not a redo of that recipe. I just figured I would start fresh and look for something else. I'm just greasing my brownie pan. I think I a little bit overdid it on the coconut oil. I just don't want these to be like super, super greasy. Kanisha, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Making some brownies here. I'm very excited. Okay, this looks greased enough. So I'm gonna set this off to the side back here. All right, so what do I start with? Hi, best entertainment creator. Chloe, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for the compliment. Good to see you again here. So the first thing I'll be doing is take a medium bowl and mix together the sugar, flour, cocoa powder, powdered sugar, and salt. So I'm gonna grab my medium mixing bowl, which is right here, and I'm going to mix together a lot of sugar. It does say I can cut it down. I might try cutting it down a little bit. So I'm using white sugar for this. We've got Corey saying, I heard Hannah energy. She makes cooking happy and enjoyable. That's just how I love to approach cooking. Like, it doesn't have to be super fancy. I'm still learning. I would say I'm like an intermediate cook and baker. Like I'm beyond just the basics. I can do like semi-complicated stuff, but there's still things that I'd like to learn and get better at myself. One of them is frosting a cake. I feel like I haven't really mastered that skill where it looks really tidy and professional. But it is fun to both like show what I know how to make in the kitchen and then also try out new things and be okay with them not turning out picture perfect. So here's 1 cup of sugar. And I think I might go with like, maybe like 1/4 of a cup, just to cut it a little bit. I'm seeing Best Entertainment Creator saying hello. Yabba Dabba Doo says, supposedly Lamar broke the record of the most watched halftime show, beating Jackson, but if you realize more people can watch it live now. Wow, but wow, the criticism was of the planet. Yeah, I absolutely, again, you can disagree with me. This is just my personal opinion. I hated the halftime show. I'm not the biggest fan. I think he's talented, but like I heard someone criticizing it as like he's just mumbling into his microphone. I did not like it. It was boring. I watched it for the first few minutes and I was like, this sucks. I'm not entertained. I'm not impressed at all here. Ugh, I hated that halftime show. Like, I cannot say it enough times. I hated it. Okay, that's the opposite of me. I'm Native American. I like to catch and hunt my food, says Stan Ferris. Cooking is easy in terms of flavor, but presentation, that takes experience, and Hannah has it. Thank you. I try to be good with my presentation, especially because when I make my videos, one of the most important things with making videos on YouTube is to have a good thumbnail. So I want the food that you guys, like you'll see me showing like a plate or a bowl or something with the food that I made. Like the cupcake video, it's like a board with the cupcakes on it. I want the food presentation to be good because if it looks bad, then people are less likely to click on your video and watch it. So I do try to get the presentation like at least decent so people are willing to watch the video that I spent all those hours filming and editing. Yeah, I think it's okay, but I'm trying to get better at presentation. Kanisha, I did see your comment, yes. I'm gonna go to bed, sorry, I wasn't here long. That's okay, Chloe, have a good night. Thank you, Back to the Future. We're almost to 100 likes, which is always exciting. Okay, so the sugar's in here now. I'm gonna add some flour. Let's see how much. 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. So I think I'm gonna grab my 1/2 cup for this. And I don't think I'm gonna sift it this time. Screw it. Keep it moving. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the chat. Oh, I'm so excited for these brownies, you guys. I was so looking forward to making them and eating them on Monday night's live stream. And when they came out, I was just like, oh my God, these are like a puddle of grease. These do not look like the consistency that I want. I was very disappointed. I tried a little bit of them when they had finally cooled off, but oh, they were just so bad. I couldn't justify keeping them. So here we go, round 2. Very much looking forward to these. All right, so the flour is done. Let me just put the flour away really quickly. I try not to make too much of a mess when I'm making stuff. Did you watch the show Zoom? Oh my goodness, that is such a blast from the past that you say that. Yes, I loved the show Zoom. It was always on right when I got back home from school, and it was such a fun show. Hi, Adrian. How are you doing, Adrian? I'm making some brownies, both vegan and gluten-free brownies. Okay. I'm gonna give my soup a stir back here on my stove top. For those of you just joining, I made some lentil soup and it's just simmering here in the background. Okay, soup still looks good. Spilled a little bit. What are people saying? Adrian says yummy. Yeah, I sure hope they'll be yummy. I think they will be. All right, I also need to add 2/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. So this is 1/3 of a cup. I'll just scoop my cocoa powder twice. And I also need to add powdered sugar and some sea salt, or where is it? Iodized salt. Okay. Yum. Oh my gosh, you guys. Can't wait. Hi, Krishna. Your cooking sessions remind me of Zoom for some reason, LOL. Did you like Cyber Chase? Oh, Cyber Chase? I'm blanking, but it sounds familiar. I did like Arthur. That was another show that was always on when I got home from school. So there's 1/3 of a cup, and then 2/3 I'm scooping now. Weta Kids? I don't know what that is. Is Zoom the one where they would sing the zip code? Sorry, there was like a big noise coming from outside my home. It sounded like a snowplow, but we haven't had much snow. Not sure what that was. Okay, so here's the cocoa powder all done. So let's put this back. Do you remember me? Yes, I do, Krishna. Ajinkia, you are here. So good to see you, Ajinkia. I didn't see you at the Monday night live stream. It was crazy though. There were so many people who tuned into that. It was really, really, really fun. Powdered sugar now, guys. On to the powdered sugar. So much sugar, I know, but forgive me. I do like having dessert once in a while. And I'm gonna need 1/2 of a cup and then 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and that's it for the dry ingredients. Very good to see you, Ajinkia. Hi, Jack Daniels. Zaboomafoo, I loved Zaboomafoo with the Krat brothers. I can even think of like the theme song where it's like, me and you and Zaboomafoo, come along and see what's new. We're gonna meet some animals too. Me and you and Zaboomafoo. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. At Animal Junction, we're waiting for you. Zaboomafoo. I know it's longer than that, but I loved Zaboomafoo. I thought it was so cute. Brownies from scratch. Yes, this is not a box mix. I am making them from scratch. I'm following a recipe that I found online. And I'm hopeful that these will work out for me. So 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Let's see how they do with the powdered sugar. That wasn't in my recipe for Monday. All right. Lovely dry ingredients. Okay, so I try to like clean as I go, just so I'm not cooking or baking in a super crowded space. Michael Brogan's. What about its lakes when its neighbor Wisconsin actually has more? I don't know, maybe we just appreciate ours more, but that's apparently what we are known for. Were you more into Nickelodeon or Disney? Actually, neither, D. Mena. I was a Cartoon Network kid. I loved Dexter's Lab, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Powerpuff Girls, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and there's one I'm forgetting. I think it was Teen Titans on Cartoon Network. I was like Team Cartoon Network all the way. It was just like the best animated channel. Okay, So now salt and then the dry ingredient mixture is gonna be done. Hi, Sir Johnny of Bravo. How are you doing? I think I missed a comment or two above that. I was a PBS kid. LOL, didn't have cable till later in life. I also watched PBS. I liked PBS. It wasn't my favorite, but I would watch plenty of stuff on there. So here's 1/2 of a teaspoon. I almost said cup. That would be disgusting. 1/2 teaspoon and then an additional 1/4 teaspoon to make it 3/4. Okay. I'm gonna mix this together now, just with a spoon. What about Johnny Bravo? Yes, of course I watched Johnny Bravo. I loved Johnny Bravo. I loved his, like, he would go like, he would do his like posing. I don't know, he was just so goofy to me as a kid. I just loved him. So yes, add him to the list of all the Cartoon Network shows I watched. Oh my God, I don't know if this was Cartoon Network, I think it was, but Samurai Jack I really loved. I watched, I think the anime shows that I liked were on there. I watched some Dragon Ball Z, I watched Captain Planet, I watched, I don't know if Sailor Moon was on there or Pokemon. I would more rent those movies from the library than I would tune into them on TV. But I definitely remember watching Captain Planet, which my mom did not approve of, but I still would watch it. And Dragon Ball Z, I thought was interesting, a little bit scary, but I thought it was kind of cool. Poor dog, LMFAO. If you're talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog, yes, I felt terrible for him. Courage is a throwback. Hi, Miranda Dumbleton. I missed you. Sorry about that. That or Fresh Prince and all those from NBC. Yabba Dabba says he just watched a playback of Everton versus Liverpool. Best boxing match ever. Both teams physically fighting. I loved Tom and Jerry. I thought they were so funny. Yeah, I loved Tom and Jerry. Hilarious. So I'm just trying to get the little clumps out of here so that the brownies aren't super chunky when I put them in the oven. We've got Green Day saying 100 likes. I'm seeing 101 on my phone. Thank you so much, everybody. We're just about at the 2-hour mark. So I should have plenty of time, if everything goes according to plan, to bake these brownies, let them cool, and cut into them for you to see. Cool t-shirt. Blue is my favorite color. Yes, this was a gift for my 29th birthday from my uncle. It says Stay Wild, Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota right now, born and raised here. I love it here so much. And I love this t-shirt because it's very comfy. I love that Himalayan pink salt on that coleslaw. I don't know what that is. What do you mean by that, William? What are you making? Aaron Cabrera, I'm making brownies. Hi, Bryson Davis. Samurai Jack is Cartoon Network. Okay, I thought so. It didn't seem like a Nickelodeon show or a, definitely not a Disney show. There were a few Nickelodeon shows I liked, like Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Cat Dog. I think Cat Dog was Nickelodeon. It just like wasn't, it didn't have the same appeal to me as Cartoon Network. There was just like something very cool and a little, it felt a little more adult than Nickelodeon. I think my favorite Nickelodeon show was SpongeBob. It had to be SpongeBob. That show is so iconic. Mummy's alive, says Mike Dizzle. Thank you, Adrian. I could tell by your vibe I would like the video, so I just subbed and liked. I was the 100th like. That's awesome. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the vibe. I do my absolute best to keep it honestly G-rated on here. Nothing crazy, very chill, positive. My mods are fantastic when they moderate. I also just have shadow banned a lot of words and phrases that are inappropriate, hateful, disrespectful, spammy, creepy. So I try to keep it like good vibes on here as best I can. Okay, so this dry brownie mix is looking very evenly mixed, so this all set to the side now. Although just as I say that, I'm seeing a few little tiny clumps, but hopefully they'll get all sorted out. So now I'm gonna make my 2 replacement eggs for this. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. I cannot wait. So this is gonna go off to the side, the dry mixture for the brownies. I'm gonna use this mixing bowl, but there's a few little lentils that are stuck on here from earlier. No biggie. All right. Thank you, Back to the Future. I will pin those chat rules just so people know. Excuse me. Whew. Let's see here. How about Rocket Power? I was not a fan of Rocket Power or the wild thornberries. The animation style on those, I know it was kind of similar to Rugrats, but just the look of those I found to be really, really ugly. I hated the animation style on Rocket Power and Wild Thornberries, so I did not watch them. I was very put off by the look. Ren and Stimpy? I never watched Ren and Stimpy. I don't think I've ever seen it once. Thank you, Back to the Future. Yes, I pinned your chat rules. Thank you. Adrian says, oh man, that's crazy when they spam. I'll see stuff like put your hoodie backwards or play such and such a song. Then they say please like 40 times. Yeah, it's a bit obnoxious. Hi, Sophia. YouTube algorithms is so crazy. A few lives ago, there was 120 people watching and now there is 20. I know, it's like watching the number of viewers. Like, I just don't know how the algorithm works, but some nights it's like pretty chill. I would say I've been hovering around right around like 30 people in here. Sometimes it's been more, sometimes less. But like on Monday, it was crazy. I like people were saying the algorithm loves you. I was like, I don't know why, but it just kept like the number of viewers was just so high on Monday for whatever reason. Are there really wolves in Minnesota? Yes, there are wolves here. They're beautiful, but obviously you gotta respect them. I know not in downtown because in Florida, if it's a canal or a lake, treat it like a gator is present at all times. Yes. So in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, there's like a few wolves that will make it into town. There have been black bears that, you know, you can't keep them all out. So it's like a stray wolf, a stray coyote, a stray fox, a stray bear, elk, maybe not elk, but definitely deer. So yeah, there's like some wildlife here and there, but once you get out into like the rural northern part of the state, closer to Canada, that's where you would see wolves. Hi, MD Raman. I'm having a great day. How about you? I hope you are too. What genre of movies do you like? I love this question, but first let me say hi to Kevin Martinez. I'm doing well. I'm making some brownies. I'm redeeming myself for my Monday night fail. But I had a good Wednesday. How about you, Kevin? D. Mena, my favorite genre of movies are very like high drama, Oscar bait type of movies. Think like Titanic. And then horror movies. I love zombie movies. I love post-apocalyptic movies. Not so much like vampire, alien, those kind of, I don't know. It really depends. I'm not big on like sci-fi, supernatural. But I love Stephen King. My favorite like horror directors are Stephen King, Ari Aster, anything by Blumhouse, and anything that's based on Stephen King. Did I say him already? But yeah, I love horror genre, anything. Hi Jamie MC. Hi Khabib Nurmagomedov. I hope I said that right. I'm here tonight for subscribe. Thank you, Khabib. Hi Anakin Mars. You like Robin Williams? I wasn't like a huge fan of Robin Williams, but I would see him like here and there in different movies. I do like Quentin Tarantino movies. Yes, I think my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is Django Unchained. I thought that one was hilarious. I love Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz, and they were amazing in that one. All right, so next step, okay, I did that with the dry ingredients. In a large bowl, whisk together the eggs, the olive oil, the water, and the vanilla. So I'm gonna start with the egg replacer powder, because that's what I need to do. To replace one whole egg, and I think I need 2 for this recipe, 2 large eggs. So it says to replace 1 egg, use 1 tablespoon of the powder with 2 tablespoons of water. So I'll actually be using 2 tablespoons of this. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I think I've heard of that, Sir Johnny of Bravo, but I don't think I've seen it. I haven't gotten around to all the scary movies. So here's 1 tablespoon of the egg replacer powder, and here's 2. And now I'll need, what is it? For each of the eggs you're replacing, 2 tablespoons of water, so I'll need 4 total. That's crazy. You said Stephen King. I literally am about to watch In the Tall Grass. Ooh, oh my gosh. I need to still see In the Tall Grass. I have not seen I haven't read all of Stephen King's books, and I haven't seen all the movies based on his books and short stories. All right, 1, I just don't want to lose track of where I'm at. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this together and let it sit for like 1 minute to thicken. But yes, I love Stephen King. I think he is absolutely brilliant. You guys should Google his mansion in, I think it's Bangor, Maine. It's somewhere out in Maine. And dude, the gates to his estate of his big fancy house are in the shape of cobwebs. I mean, would you expect the king of horror to live in anything less than a spooky mansion with cobweb gates? I don't think so, but I mean, the man is just so prolific. He writes so much, and some of the stuff he comes up with, I'm like, dude, this is crazy. Jason King says, hey Hannah, I stepped away after first coming in. Looks like you haven't made much yet. So Jason, I've got my soup pot in the background stewing away. That's the yellow lentils you may have seen at the beginning of this. And now I am making the brownies, the redo of the brownies from Monday night. I'm prepping this egg replacer powder since I'm making them vegan, and vegans don't eat eggs. Horror comedy, not big on horror comedy. I really preferred like it's either horror or and actually I don't really like comedy, to be quite honest. I don't find most of what's promoted as comedy to be funny at all. Okay. What are you making? Megan Enlow. I'm making brownies. I've got my dry brownie mix all ready to go. This isn't from a box. I made this mix from scratch, and now I'm working on the wet ingredients. And I should also start up my oven so it's preheating in the background. Tony says, congratulations with 110 likes. Yes, love to see it over 100. Thank you so much, guys. Always nice. Adrian says, never seen egg powder just like the liquid ones, but nowadays with egg prices might have to, LOL. Yeah, I would say definitely just, you really shouldn't eat this powdered version by itself. It's really made for like baking needs. That's what it says here on this package. It says for all your baking needs, cookies, cakes, muffins, quick breads, brownies, pancakes, and more. So don't eat these plain. They're really not meant to be like a substitute just for an egg by itself. I would say go with the liquid egg replacer mixes you can find that actually do scramble like a real egg, because those are delicious. I actually, speaking of which, I have that product in my freezer. It's incredible. So what you do is you heat these over a skillet or in the microwave, but it's completely plant-based. It's this brand called Just Egg, and I buy it in the freezer section at my local grocery store, and they're really good, I think. So the egg replacer powder is now all mixed up in here. So I'm gonna add the remaining wet ingredients to this, which are gonna be, hold on. YQ Reality says, who's your favorite comedian? Also, do you think society has become sensitive that most comics are not allowed to express themselves due to possible censorship? I feel like we're moving away from cancel culture and censorship. I really think it's a shame, because you should be able to say things that are shocking, especially like if there's any place that you should be able to say stuff that's like shocking, offensive, whatever, it's a comedy club. Like, I feel like you really need to have freedom of expression, especially when it comes to comedy, because a lot of the time it's like social commentary. There's an element of truth to it, which is why it's funny. And I personally just cannot stand cancel culture. I think it's really bad when there's a lot of censorship, just for society in general. Favorite comedian, that's a tough one. I really like, what's his face? He's in Ohio. He's black. I'm completely, Dishell, what's his name? Oh my God, this is killing me. I will come up with his name. He said it like, one of his things was like, Twitter isn't a real place. Oh my God, you guys, this is killing me. I cannot come up with his name to save my life. Hi, Peter Alexander Constantine. Nice shirt, thank you. You look pretty in blue. Thank you, Unique G. Also, good to see you again. Welcome back. I just Googled Stephen King's mansion. You were right about the gate. His lawn needs a visit from True Green. Maybe it's for spooky effect, though. Or use a Cadbury cream egg, Sister Johnny of Bravo. This is so, what is his name? The comedian I'm talking about. He's so famous, and what is his name? Someone's gonna type it and I'll recognize it. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Sorry for blanking on that, guys. I went to a Theo Von show a couple months back. It was hilarious. I don't know much about Theo Von, but I would love to see him perform. Hi, Truck Stop Sushi. Did you watch The Old Richie? I don't think so. The Old Rich? I don't know. What's his face? I know, you guys knew who I was talking about, and I could not come up with Dave Chappelle to save my life. Cat Williams. Cat Williams is from Ohio. Okay, didn't know that. Do you have 2 lasagnas or 1 lasagna? I'm gonna go with 1 lasagna, Lenny. The real Theobot is back. Welcome back, Theobot. Glad to have you. Matt Rife, Dave Chappelle. Yep, I was thinking about Dave Chappelle. He is so funny. Okay guys, back to the brownie recipe. So I'm gonna mix together the eggs, which are already in here, the olive oil, water, and vanilla. So I'm gonna use 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which might come as a surprise. I really love the flavor of olive oil in baking. So if you want a more neutral flavored oil, you can always go with like coconut oil, which I was using before, or canola oil. So half cup, yep, just double checking, I don't want to overdo it. Come on, olive oil. There's actually a bottle of olive oil I'd like to use up here, so give me 1 sec. I'm really on this mission to use up what I have instead of just going and buying without really checking to see what my supplies look like. So here's, ooh, I actually had a lot more of this than I thought. Okay, so there's the end of this bottle. What are people saying? I'm making brownies, Theobot, and it's so good to see you, Theobot. How have you been lately? Okay, so there's the end of that bottle. Check that off. I think I've thrown out at least 3 packages today of things that I've used up completely. And it's very satisfying, I must say. Okay, so there's 1/2 of a cup going in here. And I'll also need to add 2 tablespoons of water and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So the 2 tablespoons are up next. Don't worry, I'll get to the comments in just a second. 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. And finally, I'm just gonna double check. I think I got everything. Sugar, flour, powdered sugar, cocoa powder, sea salt, eggs, oil, water, vanilla. Okay, last but not least is this lovely vanilla extract. 1/2 teaspoon of this. All right, what have I missed in here? Changed a little. My brother has been using the account a lot. Gotcha. Was from DC. He went to school in Silver Spring. If he's not from Ohio, then he lives in Ohio with his family, is what I read. Why are blueberries blue? I don't know, Lenny. Brownie question, even when I used the pre-made mix, it came out not dry, but too much like cake. I actually prefer the cake consistency, so I'm not sure about that. Maybe a little more oil is my guess. Thank you, Thomas. Correct, Kat is from Ohio. David now lives in Ohio. That's what I was getting confused. Great, my B-Day was on January 29th. Happy birthday, Theobot. John Ruizar, I'm making brownies. And I hope they turn out really well. The recipe I'm following gets rave reviews, so that gives me hope. What are you making for the chat on Friday? I gotta think about this, guys, and I want to make something in honor of Valentine's Day, but it's got to be quick because I'm actually gonna be on my live stream earlier than usual, and I'm gonna have to hop off pretty quickly. So I may do something chocolate related just because it's Valentine's Day. So let's plan on doing something chocolatey on Valentine's Day. I am gonna go live this Friday, which is Valentine's Day. I'm gonna plan to go live, I'm gonna say like 5:30 Central Time, just so I can get started early and then hop off when I need to. But yes, I will be live on Friday, so come on by. Would love to chat with you. Okay, so mix these wet ingredients together. Lots of oil. There's the egg replacer, and there is water and vanilla as well going on in here. What happened to the previous brownie batch? As much as I didn't want this to happen, it actually ended up in my trash can because it was absolutely a grease pile. It was so greasy, it was so bad, and I let it cool off. I even had to put a paper towel on the top of it in an effort to soak up some of the oil that was bubbling on the top. I was like, this is greasier than a slice of pizza. Like, this is way too greasy. It just was so bad. So I threw that batch out, and this is my redemption batch. All right, the soup is looking good. I'm actually gonna throw a lid on top of that. So I also made lentil soup this evening for those of you who don't know. So that's all done now. Yeah, cool. So that's just hanging out in the background. Now I'm making some brownies. I'm hopeful for, oh, I need to turn on my my oven. I totally forgot about that. Let's see if I can get this spoon to just hang out in here. Okay. Doing too many things, guys, but that's how it goes in my kitchen. Okay, so let's get the oven on. And I think it says 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, 325, perfect. So I'm gonna mix the dry ingredient mixture into the wet ingredient mixture. Oh no, spoon is falling. Maybe just a little bit at a time to not like overwhelm it. Let's see here. Hi Srinivas, I'm making brownies. Hi Jimena, I'm making brownies in case you didn't know. Has the egg replacer gotten expensive like regular eggs? Great question. I'm not sure because I have kept egg replacer for so long in my cupboards that I have so much in stock that I haven't had to purchase it in quite a long time. So I don't know how much egg replacer is going for these days. Unfortunately, I just not sure. Okay, let me just double check what the steps are saying so I don't miss anything. It says add the dry mix over the wet mix and stir until just combined. Okay, I'm gonna keep on doing that. Adrian, man, one time for my ex I tried white chocolate dipped strawberries and well, epic fail. Oh no. At least I would appreciate the gesture too, even if the result wasn't great. I think the gesture goes a long way. It's very thoughtful. And it also adds an element of comedy too, if it doesn't work out. All right, this is looking gooey. Gooey, gooey. Okay, so last bit of dry mix going in here. Last little bit of oil. And I think I may whisk this just to be sure that all of the clumps get out before I put it into the brownie pan, which is just behind me. How do you mess up brownies? Trust me, watch the replay of the Monday Night Live that I did. God knows what happened with those, but they were so like, stretchy and greasy, so bad. No exaggeration. Hi, Superman Love. I'm making brownies. That's okay, Rosario, no worries. Just getting these brownies mixed. It's very thick. All right, so this is looking nice and pretty well combined. It smells incredible too. I'm getting so much cocoa scent off of this. Never heard of egg replacer. I just use either aquafaba or a mix of ground flaxseed and water. Yes, I've used both of those and they've worked really well. This is just like if you want an official, simple, like metric conversion, or not metric because it's a tablespoon you use. Yeah, it's just, I like this too. So I kind of rotate my egg substitutions. You can use a variety of things to replace eggs in your baking. Okay, so this is looking pretty thick and combined. So I'm gonna get this into my brownie tray. I just wanna make sure I get all the little clumps out of here I can. I also don't want to overmix this, and I think I should stop here. So let me grab my spatula to scoop this out and press it flat. So I'm using this brownie pan. And who did I miss on here? We've got Adrian saying, I'm gonna try again this year, but for my daughter, she's 11. Oh, that's cute. I bet she'll love it no matter what happens. Hello, I was here on another live, I think on Monday. Okay, awesome, Rosario. You were here when it was crazy busy on Monday. Hi, Thunderjaw. I'm making brownies. Thunderjaw is saying, can I challenge you to a brownie bake-off? I make the best brownies in the city. I'm pretty sure I would lose that because I don't consider myself a super talented brownie maker. I just will try out different recipes. So I don't know. I may just concede the victory to you, Thunderjaw. I can't resist eating some of the brownie batter. I was that kid that would lick the bowl. Okay, so here we go. Ah, almost lost it, guys. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's spread this into the brownie pan and hope for the best, hope for much better brownies than on Monday night. And let's see what it says in the recipe. It'll be thick, that's okay. Use a spatula to smooth the top. Bake for 40 minutes. So these do bake for a bit longer than the other recipe. All right. All right, so here we go. Just getting it nice and flat. Oh, perfect. And my oven just went off. Okay, so. Sorry, I'm watching Downton in the background and it's such a good series. Ah, spicy scene. All right, so there you go, guys. Here's the brownie pan going into my oven now for 40 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. So let's see what happens, okay? And I'll put some of this stuff away. Let's see. Oh yeah, there were so many likes on Monday's stream. Adrienne says, I'll challenge for the eat off. Just send them my way, Hannah. I got the glass of milk on deck. Nice. I remember you hit 250 likes on Monday. So the total number of likes on Monday was 422. Crazy. Can you prank call McDonald's? Does anyone even call McDonald's these days? Brownie mix trying to escape. Maybe it was 431. It was somewhere over 400. It was wild. Crazy on Monday. Indeed. I watched all the Downton Abbey episodes. Great show, by the way. Whatever you made looks scary. I don't think so. I think it looks potentially great. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm much more hopeful about this recipe than I was about the recipe on Monday. That was a disaster. Okay, let's get some of this stuff put away. And then I'm gonna eat some food because I'm quite hungry right now. All right. What went wrong with the brownies on Monday? Honestly, I am at such a loss for what happened. I don't know. Tried making peanut butter brownies. No, there's no peanut butter in these or the ones that I made on Monday. So who knows? Have you watched the Downton movies? Yes, I've seen them more times than I can count. And actually the third and final Downton movie is coming out this year on the eve of my birthday on September 12th. So I've already decided that I'm gonna be having a very British 32nd birthday this year. They're very good, Firebolt AZ. Okay. So the brownie fail was really a success. The chat was trying to prevent Hannah from eating them. Hi, Tony. Have a wonderful night making your brownies, and hopefully they will come out delicious. I know. Fingers crossed. Very grateful for you and your channel. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you being here and commenting here in the chat and also on my videos. What's your favorite brand when baking? I really love the King Arthur baking flour that I use. I'll show it to you. I put it away a little bit ago. So this is the King Arthur Baking Company measure for measure gluten-free flour that I use. If you can believe it, this brand has been around since 1790. So basically it's as old as the United States itself. So I really love this brand of flour. I use it for most of my baking. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dish up some corn grits. I made them earlier tonight. And I'm also gonna have some of the soup that I made. So these are the grits I made. This is just corn porridge, super, super easy, super simple. Good night, Tony. So have you watched all the Downton episodes? Yes, Firebolt AZ, I've seen Downton front to back at least 5 separate times in my life. I started watching it when I was in high school with my mom back in 2012, I think. Yeah, just the best. Best. Okay, so I am going to dish up some of this soup that I made earlier. I need a spoon here. All right, guys. Dinner time at last, and then brownies for dessert. Should be great. Okay, here we go. Okay, chocolate fountain for Friday? Oh goodness, I don't know if I can be that extravagant in a couple of days, but that would be pretty funny. Corn porridge from earlier tonight. So tasty. John Frasso was working late into the night, or late tonight, I see. All good, John. I get it. I'm a night worker for sure. I have my best energy, best focus at night. All right. And we've got 32 minutes left on the brownies, so unfortunately still have to wait a little bit. Sorry to ask about the show. I just didn't know if they were meant as a follow on to the series. Yes, they are. They continue the storyline from where they end the series, the Downton Abbey movies. They're so good. So good. What are you watching right now? That's okay, Rosario. I'm watching Downton Abbey in the background, which is my second favorite TV series behind Game of Thrones. It's so good. It's so captivating. delicious corn porridge, aka grits. That's what I'm eating right now. Sorry to hear that, Kanisha. Are you the adventurous type, such as skydiving? I would say yes. I mean, I feel like I take calculated risks. So skydiving, it's like, yeah, it's daring, but also highly regulated, and it's pretty safe these days if you go to a reputable skydiving place. Oh my goodness. I missed some comments here. Thomas says, looks delicious. I fell asleep watching Game of Thrones. Oh my god, no, it's so good. The books are incredible, and I loved the series as well. HBO always nails it for shows. I'll still go back and watch Entourage and The Wire. I haven't watched either of those, but I've heard great things. With your cooking, I would go from 205 pounds to 225 lean. I mean, I try to eat pretty wholesome where I can. I still enjoy my sweets. Obviously, I just made some brownies. Tim, oh my goodness. Tim Boatwright, you are so lucky that you're going to the parade in Philly on Friday. I would love to be there in person to see it. I'm sure it's going to be insanity. Kanisha, I had a good day. How about you? Happy hump day. Thank you. It's unknown, I think. How are you so kind, Rosario? I mean, I just enjoy chatting with people on here. I think it's really fun. So it's pretty simple. Sir Johnny Bravo is asking, have you made donuts before? I've never made donuts before, and I would love, love, love to try making them. Hi, Benjamin Holtby. Doing well. Just eating some dinner that I made for myself a few hours ago. And I have brownies in the oven that I'm excited to cut into and eat as well. Benjamin Holtby. That surprises me. I feel like it shouldn't be that difficult to say. Just sounding it out by the way the letters are. Try out some heart-shaped donuts for Friday. Oh boy, I don't have a fryer. I don't own one. So I wouldn't be able to make those for Friday. I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple for Friday. Whatever it is that I decide I want to do. Most people say it wrong. I wonder what people say. To me, it looks so obvious that you would say Holtby. Sorry guys, my nose is a little bit runny from the spices. I'm gonna check on my brownies. Ooh, looking good. I'm hopeful. Timbo Ray says, no need to make donuts when you have cardigan donuts in your city. Yes. Cardigan donuts are really, really tasty here, guys, in Minneapolis. Also, Tim, I was actually rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles at the Super Bowl. I watched it on Sunday. And I was really, honestly sick and tired of the Kansas City Chiefs, and I was ready for them to lose. I did not expect them to lose that bad to the Eagles, but it was pretty satisfying to watch, not gonna lie. I do like Jumanji, D-Mena. I liked the book as a kid, and I liked the movie. Hi, Krishna Chaitanya. Sorry if I look a little distracted. I am watching one of my favorite shows of all time, which is Downton Abbey. I put it on in the background. Tim Boatwright says, I like it. Rosario has to go. No worries. Great seeing you here, Rosario. Hi, Plami Check. Habibi. Oh my gosh, yes, D-Mena. I remember the Scholastic book fairs. I loved those things as a kid. They were so exciting. Yeah, just wonderful. Really fond memories. I cannot for the life of me get around to finishing a book, LOL. The last one was probably Goosebumps when I was a kid, and I'm in my 30s. I'm kind of the same. Like, I'll really feel like in the mood for a certain book, and then I kind of just like am less interested, and I feel like I want to move on to something else. So I'm a little bit guilty of that too, Adrian. As a fan of the Chiefs, I do have to admit that that game was pretty bad. Yeah, I was shocked seeing Patrick Mahomes throwing multiple interceptions, and at one point the score was like, I think 30, maybe even it was 4, it was something to 0. And I was like, this is the craziest score line for a Super Bowl. And the fact that it's the Chiefs that are losing with 0 points made it just so shocking, especially because they were going for their three-peat of winning the Super Bowl, and then to lose that bad was something else. Also, do you guys think, for those of you who follow football, do you think that what's his face, Travis Kelce is, because I guess technically now Travis Kelce is a free agent. Do you think that he's gonna re-sign or just peace out into retirement? I'm very, very like interested to see what plays out with him. What are you eating today? So Krishna, I'm eating some lentil soup, aka dal, and I also have some corn grits going on here, which is corn porridge. I've got brownies in the oven, and I'm really, really hopeful that they'll turn out well. Adrian says, yup, I'm easily distracted too much, like, whoa, a blue car. Yeah, I am too. And I can actually think of several books, I'm looking at them now in my living room, where I kind of just dropped off the book. I know kind of where I left off, and I'm like, I need to just finish that book. Like, there was nothing wrong with it. I was enjoying, like, there's one book, I can go grab it for you. It's massive, and I made it halfway through, which is like a pretty decent way. Yeah, oh my gosh. So I love American history, I love politics, I love history in general. So I was reading this book. It's like an incredible history of the United States. It's called These Truths, written by Dr. Jill Lepore. She teaches history at Harvard University. And it just literally starts from from the conquistadors that came over from Spain and obviously colonized the Americas and wiped out almost all of the Native Americans. But this book is very long. I want to say it's 800 pages, maybe not fully. It's like 780 maybe, but it's almost 800 pages, and I made it like I made it all the way to 461. So I made it more than half of the way through. And then I just like stopped reading it. I don't know why, but I've been meaning to like kind of pick this up again, re-skim like these first 400 pages that I read, and then continue on through for the second half of the book, because the point where I'm at right here, halfway through, is like the 1930s, like Roaring 20s are over, Depression era, but then I think about like everything that happened in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, all the way through. I think it ends with Barack Obama's presidency. Where does it end here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw a picture of Obama in here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, it says hashtag Black Lives Matter and Obama. Yep, like here's a photo from like one of the last pages. You can see it says Obama. Sorry, I know it's backwards. But yeah, like this is an example of a fantastic book. I'm just gonna leave this out on my coffee table out in my living room, because there's no reason why I shouldn't finish this book, having made it halfway through and loving it. It's so, so, so good. But it is like, I would say it's more of a dense read, because it's kind of like a textbook. It's just like jam-packed with facts. Okay, anyways, you don't like lentil soup with pita. I just eat it plain. I tend to not eat a lot of bread or gluten, so just plain soup is fine for me. Hi, Ash A from Birmingham, United Kingdom. How goes life with you, Ash? What's new? Andy Reid used to coach the Eagles. I did know this. Demena. All right, we've got Addie, who says, they did make history for having 0 at halftime. You're kidding me. That's crazy. I didn't realize that that was a history-making score at halftime. It just was, I couldn't believe that the Chiefs had not scored a single point like by halftime. It seemed impossible, given that, you know, Mahomes and Travis Kelce are so crazy talented. Just wild. NC says, when you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. Do you like the band Oasis? Kind of. Not, they don't really do much for me, but I don't know, there's maybe a few songs I like. Krishna says, nom nom nom, sounds delicious, Hannah. Send me some, will you? Unfortunately, I can't. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. YQ Reality says, tell me your own Mandela effect you can remember. Oh, Berenstain Bears. Kelsey run is over. He's old and slow by football standards. God, I mean, he is like 35. So I guess, yeah. Tell me your own Mandela effect. I would definitely say Berenstain Bears. There's another, there's a few that I'm forgetting, but I've talked about this like with my sister because we grew up so close. Petula Clark NC, I see you, says, Rich. Kelsey should probably play 2 more years. Okay. I like to see the underdogs win, maybe a British thing. Yeah, I mean, I was watching the Eagles this season and they looked great. I just was kind of wanting a new champion. I was like, I just don't really want the Chiefs to get a 3-in-a-row victory. Yeah, it is Bible size. It's a big book. Hi, Krishna. Okay, you're saying, how did your day go? I had a very typical routine work day today, and it was very pleasant. How about your day, Krishna? Addie says, I know, crazy. Benjamin is back. It's snowing in New York. That's amazing. I wish we could have some snow right now. Win Green Day. I was just kidding about sending me some brownies. I'm aware there are oceans between us. All good. Do you remember Molly and the big comfy couch? Yes. But I think it was Lunette the clown, right? But I did watch the Big Comfy Couch show. My Q reality. I've not been to Ethiopia. I really, really want to go one day just to see it. What time did we say we were meeting up on Friday? I'll put it into the chat so people know. Do you like Harry Potter? I love Harry Potter. Yes. Hi, Valentina. Okay, I'll be going live. I'll be going live this Friday, which is Valentine's Day, at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, USA. So I will be going live, but it is a bit earlier than I normally do on Fridays, just because I'm going to be heading out for dinner on Friday night, and I won't be able to go live at my normal time. So I'm moving it up earlier in order to spend some time with you guys before I head out. The Mandela effect that always gets me is the JCPenney one. Tell me more about this one, because I'm curious if I've had this Mandela effect before. Do you believe in a creator? I don't really talk about, like, I feel like that fringes on religious views, so I won't say Zen Monkey. D Mena, do you like Oasis? Valentina's here. D Mena is asking, any particular reason why you watch what you eat, or it's just a preference? Absolutely. I take what I eat extremely seriously because it affects your entire life. I also want to live to be over 100 years old. So I look at what I'm eating every single day, and I'm trying to eat, like, I stick to plants because I think that's a pretty good strategy for living a long life. But yeah, I mean, I think diet is so important, and a lot of people everybody has to eat, and I feel like a lot of people just don't watch what they're putting into their mouth every single day, and then time goes by, and then things creep up, and you could have avoided things, and I like want to live a long, healthy, comfortable life, and I'm trying to avoid all kinds of health issues and things that can crop up later in life. As you get older, you're just at higher risk of a lot of things. So yeah, I take my diet so seriously because it really is like the foundation of your life. Do you have a date on Friday or something? I am going out for Valentine's Day dinner. Adrian, well, it's about spelling of penny. Is there no penny? What? There isn't. Hold on. This is so weird. JC Penny. There is an E at the end. I did know this. Yes, JC Penny has an E at the end. That's how I would have spelled that. So that doesn't surprise me. Is it okay dinner with the chat? First, I will be here. On Friday, I'm not going to be eating dinner with the chat. That book reminds me of the people who have big books on the coffee table and never read them. True, but I mean this because it is like one of my favorite topics, US history. I bought it and really was like, I'm gonna read this cover to cover because it's like such a great condensed history of the United States, and I think it's like really helpful to just read from beginning to end and be like, all right, we're gonna go from the Spanish colonizers all the way up to Barack Obama and everything in between. Obviously it's a little bit out of date now, but yeah, it's really cool. It's a topic I really care about, so I will make it through the second half of that book, but it's just a hefty one. You will live over 100, Hannah. Oh, I see what you're saying, Brian. Yes, I really am doing everything I can, everything that's in my control to try and age well, be healthy, be fit and fully mentally sharp and there when I'm in my 80s, 90s, and 100+ years. So I'm just, whatever I can control, I try to control, and then whatever else happens to me, I'm like, it's just up to fate at that point. But you can control what you eat, what you drink, what your behaviors are, how much you sleep, foods and substances to avoid, behaviors you can avoid to keep yourself safer. So I do my best to really try to like live a fun life, like a really great full life, while also keeping an eye toward the future and thinking like, what can I do today that gives me a better chance of living a long ass life. Demena, I don't remember what that is. Heths? Megan, the brownies are in the oven right now. There's 11 minutes left. They may need a little bit more time than I initially set because I went for the low end of the time range. I think I punched in 40 minutes for my timer, but it's 40 to 45. We were living in a sphere, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. You look way healthier than the dudes making barbecue videos. I don't throw any shade on people's diets. It's like most of the people in my life are omnivores. I was an omnivore for the first 18 years of my life. I ate everything growing up, no dietary restrictions. I just decided to go vegan because I was curious. I felt like it was like a good way to eat, and so far I've loved it. But I don't say like one diet is better than another type of diet. I just like to share what food works for me, what style of eating I really like. So I am not trying to be preachy here, guys. Oh, I'm so excited for these brownies. I have so much hope. I'm crazy at Fortnite. I'm doing well. How about you? Krishna has to go. Bye, Krishna. Thank you for joining. Wow, I've been on here for over 3 hours, guys. Check you later. Gonna leave for work in an hour. Hope the brownies are banging this time around. Maybe what I'll do, I'll show you guys the brownies. I hope I can cut into them a little bit and maybe try out like a tiny edge of it. But I can show you more of the brownies on Friday when I'm here for the live stream. Check you later. Okay, Nadia is here. What's your favorite Bath and Body Works scent? Anything with vanilla in it. I love the scent of vanilla. D Mena, why are there only fast food joints in the hood? There's probably other things too there. Some places are dangerous, says Antonio. Adrian says side note. Thank you, Rainia. I appreciate your comment. Because your mind is strong and your discipline is amazing. I just try to be like disciplined, but also it's like the fine line of having discipline but also enjoying your life and having fun, because I feel like it's a shame if you're here living and you're so disciplined that you're like missing out on some fun stuff too. So I try to like strike a balance between the two, and it can be hard sometimes. D Meta is saying, you gotta bake brownies like how they do on the show Zoom. Always have a batch made to show the viewers right after. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Hi, M Chem from Australia. Oi, 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 how are you doing? Not the Spanish Inquisition, Monty Python. Yeah, I mean, that's where the book starts. Thank you, Brian. Yes, I am the boss of my YouTube channel. It is my little corner of the YouTube platform. Good night, everyone. Well, everyone sleep well tonight. Bye, Frank, if you're heading out. Good night. Do you ever get lazy and eat processed vegan foods? Absolutely, yes. If I'm in a pinch or I just am low on energy, not feeling like making something that's super like whole foods and healthy, yes, I will get like pre-made meals just to save myself some time and to mix it up, because I tend to eat the same foods over and over. Thank you, Therese D. I like lavender and cinnamon and old book smell. I like all those scents too. Thank you, Dottie. I appreciate you. I'm gonna take a peek at the brownies and see what they're looking like. Wow, they're looking good. I'm hopeful, guys. Very hopeful. What did you make today to eat? Brian Moses. I'm finishing up some corn grits, just corn porridge that I made earlier tonight. And then I also made some yellow lentil soup. So both of these are almost done. JR the boss is here. I think I saw you earlier. Sorry if I didn't call you out. And then Brian, I've got the brownies in the oven. There's 5 minutes left, but I may leave them in there for a little bit longer. Yes, I did have a question for the chat earlier tonight. I can re-enter it into the poll function. All right, Back to the Future. Yes, go get some sleep. It's very early for you. So thank you so much for moderating. I always appreciate your moderation and helping me get through the chat comments. So sleep tight, and hopefully I'll see you on Friday. I am going live on Friday, Valentine's Day this week. I'll be going live earlier than I normally do at 5:30 p.m. because I am going out for dinner on Friday. I do like hominy, Johnny. I'll re-type in the poll question that I had earlier tonight, which is, guess my favorite classical music composer. Is it Antonio Vivaldi? Is it Johann Sebastian Bach? Is it Amadeus Mozart? Or is it Frederick Chopin? Boom. So try and guess my favorite classical composer. Bye, Back to the Future. Oh, JR the boss, that's okay. I love how you start your comments. Your first chat comment is hello with the diamonds and then the fire emojis. Like I'm very visual, so I feel like that is like a cue, like, oh my gosh, it's JR. JR is back. So great to see you again tonight, and no worries about having to jump off earlier. I eat lentil peas with some rice and stew chicken with some potato salad. That sounds very healthy, Brian. Album out soon. Telepathy. Hello. Hi, Del D. We've got Yi in here. Am I even saying that right, or is it Yay? Thank you, Brian. I hope you have a good Valentine's Day as well. YQ Reality is guessing Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach. Checking on the brownies again. I just want these to be done so bad, but tragically, so they are looking good. I think they're gonna be great to eat, but I just don't think, because I've been on here now for 3 hours and 10 minutes. I work tomorrow. I should be hopping off soon. So I will show you the final pan of brownies, but I will be cutting into them and eating them on Friday at my Valentine's Day live stream. I guessed Vivaldi. Mr. Kem says it was so hot in South Australia yesterday. It got up to, whoa, almost 105 degrees. That is miserable. We get a few days in the summertime here in Minnesota where it's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and those days are just hell. And we have a lot of like natural water here. We have like lots of lakes, lots of ponds, and it, like, the humidity makes it feel like a sauna when it's that hot, and it is so unpleasant. So that, oof, I'm sorry that you have to endure that, Mr. Kem. Jeez. Assuming that's where you're located, is South Australia. That's like Texas heat here. Yep, get up to high 90s, no, low 100. Yep, same with us, if you would believe it. Up here in Minnesota, this far north, you'd think we don't really get really hot summers, but we do. It gets up over 100 degrees in the peak of summer, and it is just, it's like when the sweat is just like dripping down your neck, your back, your clothing is getting damp from the sweat. It's so miserable. Yeah, just really uncomfortable being outside in that weather. Ooh, timer, guys. I am gonna leave the brownies in there for another 3 minutes or so. So let me take a peek at them. Yeah, they look very promising. So timer, add another 3. And let me just check my range on this recipe. So it said 40 to 48 minutes. It's better to pull the brownies out early than to leave them in too long. Okay, so I'll stick with the 3 extra minutes that I added, and then I'll take them out. I think I'd rather have a little bit underdone brownies than overdone and like really overly baked and hard to eat. Hi, Darlon da Silva Santana. Bye, Johnny Yescas. I hope to see you on Friday. Adrian is saying, our winters are lame. In my life, I've seen snow here maybe 3 times. I mean, yeah. So you said that's like Texas heat here. Yeah, so you're in Texas. I feel like in my head, Texas just doesn't get snow because you guys are so far south compared to where we are here in Minnesota. But even our winters lately haven't been I feel like we've been getting less and less volume of snow over the years. I remember as a kid, it used to be 5 feet, 6 feet, like just like walls of snow, and we just haven't really gotten that much in a few years. And I would love for the snow to come back because I love winter so much. Bye, Parthic. See you later. Yabba Dabba Doo says a hot day in the Scottish Highlands is 10 degrees Celsius. I need a conversion because I don't know. Celsius to Fahrenheit. 10 degrees is only 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness. That's like a pretty comfortable temperature, but that is definitely not a hot temperature day for us here in Minnesota. Donnie, I don't talk about my private life / romantic relationships on here. I understand the question, so no worries, but that's a topic that I treat YouTube, this is the way I explain it to people. I treat YouTube as a business. I'm monetized on here, and I just try to be like Okay, treat it as a business. Personal life, private life is separate from when you're working for your YouTube business. So I just don't talk about that on here. Adrian is saying, I read somewhere Houston to El Paso is the same distance from Houston to Chicago. What? There's no way. Which is wild. Maybe it's wrong, but shoot, I believe it. I kind of do because Texas is massive. Let's just, out of curiosity, do the Google search, Google Maps. El Paso to Houston is, wow, it's so far apart. Okay, I'll grab those in a second. It's 746 miles. That is so much distance. And then you were saying that Houston to Chicago. Let's Google this. Let's see. I think it's possible. Houston to Chicago, I think is what you said. Chicago. So keep in mind, 746 miles, I think I said. It's a bit longer. It's 1,083, but it's like a comparable distance. Like it's a difference of about like 300 miles or so. So I think that's insane. That's, wow, I didn't realize like Texas is just that, like that wide. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, it's time to get the brownies out of the oven. I don't want them to overbake. So let's just get a few towels out here. I'm gonna use my very hazardous mitt. Actually, I need a second oven mitt. I don't have one, so I'm just gonna use this table, or what do you call this? A dishcloth. And take the brownies out of here. And I think they look pretty good. So there you go, there's the brownies. And I'm gonna let them cool for quite a bit. And then cut into them once they're completely cooled. I'll probably try some tonight once they've had a chance to just calm down a bit, but yeah, I think they look pretty good. So the brownies are out of the oven right here. They smell incredible. The edges look very like crispy and nice. I think the middle part will be very chewy, but yeah, even the top of the middle it has like a nice like crust on it. So I'm just gonna let them sit like this. I wish I could get kind of like a second thing on here, but whatever. So these are done. And that is gonna be the end of this live stream, because I've been on here now over 3 hours and I gotta get to bed and would really like to kind of cool these off. Oh my God, such a struggle, guys. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Let's just move this over here. Boom. All right, so last few comments here and then I'm gonna hop off for you. You'll just have to come back on Friday and see what these brownies look like. They're looking way, way, way better than that batch of brownies I made on Monday. I have no expectation that these will be ending up in my trash. I like your cookies, looks nice like you, says Brian. Adrian is saying, I love how you fact check? I've said that a few times in the conversation, but never checked. Krishna is back. Yeah, Adrian, it was fun to see like just how close the distances were. Still though, in my head, Houston to Chicago is like a world away from each other, but I would think that like within the same state of Texas, they wouldn't be that far apart. Krishna, I finished my brownies. They're right here. Why not just have them in the frame for you guys as I sign off here? I just don't want to accidentally burn myself by leaning over too far. Yes, I haven't burned myself so far, which is great. Hannah, those brownies look delicious. Redemption is yours. I'm very happy with these. I think these are gonna be nice. Just like the texture is really it's like I like the crunchy exterior and then a gooey interior. So that's what I'm seeing and feeling right now. It smells incredible. I just gotta let these cool down for a bit. Bye, Brian. Yes, have a great evening, and I hope to see you all on Friday. Hi, Ken's Trink. Just want to be really careful and not burn myself. But let me type in here really quick that I'll be back on Friday. Reminder, everybody, I'll be going live again this Friday, which is Valentine's Day at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, United States. See you all there. OBSNG, I'm a data analyst. Kevin is saying, have a good night. See you on Friday. Yes, I'll see you on Friday, Kevin. See you on Friday, Tony. Excuse me, hopefully see you on Friday, Brian. Thank you so much. Don't forget to show us the knife set you cut the brownies with. I would love to show you the knives that I cut these with. Don't worry. I'll see you on Friday, hopefully. YQ Reality 3 Lopin. Fine, don't send them. I'll just drink the milk by myself. If only I could share them. Bye, Rich and Stromboni. I am just about to hop off of here, but I made some vegan and gluten-free brownies. I think they're looking great, but they just came out of the oven, so they're quite hot. And I'll be digging into these this Friday, 2 days from now, at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Good night, John Frassa. You're the last one I'm seeing in the comments or in the chat. So with that, take care, everybody. This was another really fun night chatting with all of you. And I look forward to digging into these brownies and eating some of them on the live stream on Friday night. So I will see you guys in a couple days, Friday this week, 5:30 p.m. Central. See you there. And the answer to the poll question, I'm so sorry guys, if you're even still here. Let me close this because I completely forgot. The answer to the trivia question, my favorite classical composer is Frédéric Chopin, who only got 9% of the votes. He is my favorite classical composer. All right, see you, Krishna, by Sin Dryer, and I will see you all on Friday.